What time is it? What time is it?
About 9 o'clock. Moolah.
Hey, yo, Red.
Moolah. Yo, is this thing on?
Okay, you with me?
Where's Wallace?
Huh?
Where's Wallace? Radio Network.
Jane, where the hell is Ron?
Rush Danger. It's the Rush Danger Show.
Where's everybody at? I was gonna do my hair.
Well, who's that dude that keep it poppin' 9 to 12 and keeps it hoppin' hot as hell? Yes. And who's the dude that's with the crew that's making moves? Or is it true that his name is Rush? Yeah, that's me. Who else could do it like he do it? Pumping music, talking stupid to the people. Rush. Yeah, that's me. Now who's the one that wears the crown or who will never put it down? Reppin' it for Shot-Town. Yeah, that's me. Hey yo, you've now just tuned into the Rush Danger Show.
Gon' let it ride, 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 ride.
And we got the hottest in music and topics.
We gon' let it ride, 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 ride.
Hey yo, tell somebody, call your mama.
We gon' let it ride, 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 ride.
Cause the turn up is real at the Rush Radio Network.
We gon' let it ride, 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 ride.
Yeah, you just tuned into the Rush Danger Show. Make sure you run by our website, that is www.rushradioinc.com. That's www.rushradioinc.com. Dial 914-219-0884 and press 1.
Yo, it is your man Rush Danger. It has been one hell of a day. I've been running like a chicken with his head cut off. I got my man Big Nico in the building. What's up, bro?
What's going on, world?
Oh, man, it's been one hell of a day, bro. Man, shout out to the Big Red Entertainment, Big Red ENT. We just got through doing a live event with them out with the kids on 79th. And Yates, y'all just got to give me a few minutes. I got so much going on. It's been a crazy, crazy day. Hold on, who this is? Is that the First Lady?
You already know it is. Girl panicking. These niggas and these bitches can't stand it. Let's go.
What's going on, baby? I'm tired as hell.
Chillin'.
I'm tired as hell, baby.
I know you is. I had to hop up from this nap. Okay, then get it together.
I said, man,
real quick, put the baby in the thing, sit him down, okay?
Man, shouts out to me for getting this show up at 5 o'clock. If y'all if you had any idea what me and Nico just went through to get the show set up, because you know we have to, when we do the live shows places, we got to take the whole setup with us, and they was trying not to let me up out the building. Yo, man, shouts out for Behind the Bars Rush Radio, because guess what, Panic?
What's going on? What happened?
Do you know that we have an African American male which is running for the governor of Illinois?
Oh wow!
And we just met him at this engagement, this back to school bash, and I got to interview him. And guess what is going to be happening? I'm looking forward to happening if he keeps his word with us. We will be actually doing some live streaming from some campaign events. Nobody in hip hop is doing that. Nobody in battle rap or hip hop is doing that. So mass shouts out to, you know, the whole station, my whole crew, Johnny in his absence. I'm trying to figure out where he at. My man Reese should be calling in. So if somebody can go ahead, matter of fact, in the inbox, if y'all can go ahead and tag Reese, tell him go ahead and call into the show. I know he got caught up in traffic today. Oh man, what's going on in your world, Miss Panic?
Everything and nothing at the same time. You know, I got the battle next weekend in Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out Bar. I've been writing for that. Still raising my son, of course, my little baby. Working, you know, trying to get in tune with these battles also for, you know, the show tonight.
You biting somebody head off next week, baby?
You said what?
You biting somebody head off next week?
Man, listen.
Who you got?
He ain't gonna like me. He already don't, but he really ain't gonna like me.
Come on, well, talk to me. Come on, talk about it. Let's build it up. Matter of fact, because we already talked about it, so we might as well drop that little gem next week. Miss Panic will be on location directly from the event. You know what I mean? She's gonna try to pull us a couple interviews out there. And let me tell you, I gotta say this on air, man. You know, this been a trying week. Man, I want to say this on air and give mad props out to everybody that has sent me a message or, you know, inbox me, especially my girl Panic. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You know, you called me earlier this week and we had, you know, you one of the main reasons I got back into doing this get to working so hard the way I did this week, because you know, you just sort of helped me get through a moment this week, and I want to appreciate you live on air and let you know I got nothing but love for you, baby girl.
Well, no, I have nothing but love for you too, baby. I appreciate it. You know, everybody go through stuff. Sometimes you just need like a little push, somebody there to help you get through it.
Well, what we got going on this week? What's going on this week in motherfucking battle rap?
Ooh.
What's going on, Nico?
Lot of battles dropped this week. We gonna review a few.
Did y'all peep out that Hollow the Don and Disaster?
Yeah, I watched that surprise battle with King of the Dot.
What did y'all think about that? First of all, like, I think it was good. I think it was good with the trailer and everything. When the trailer dropped, it gave a big buzz to the battle coming out, and especially where they pulled it when pulled off the mask and everything. That was sweet with the trailer.
Yeah. But
the actual battle itself was a little lackluster for me with the two names that were on the card. You know what I mean? It was only a 1-rounder, and to me personally, it wasn't something that it makes me want to go back and watch over and over again.
Yeah. The rewatchability is really not there with it.
What y'all think about that? Talk to me, Panic.
It was trash.
You said it was trash?
That was a nice way to put it. I say that for multiple reasons. Not saying the bars or anything itself was trash. First of all, you got Hollow and Disaster. All day, every day, that should have been a 3-round battle. Period. Yeah. I'm sorry. Ain't no way in the hell that should have been no 1-round. I understand they was trying to probably throw something together and do something real quick and fast, but you got Hollow, in my opinion, just me, don't nobody got my head off. To me, I feel like he's the GOAT. To me, just my opinion, that's just who I am. Damn, don't nobody try to run me over with no cars or nothing. Goddamn it, let me live my life. You should have had him and Disaster doing the 3-round battle. Like, they just should have done that. That would have made it better. Would it have made it a better battle? Probably not. But it was real lopsided. I actually, when I watch battles, sometimes I actually count the actual minutes of their bars. And Disaster was, I think he got 3 minutes and 14 or 2 minutes and 14 longer than Hollow did, because they had like a disagreement at the end of the thing. So I actually went back and looked. He did rap longer than he did. Right.
Well, there's a lot of guys crying about that lately too, man. With the time, I seen that in K-Shine and Old Red. There was another battle I seen. Somebody was complaining about the time.
Everybody complaining about time.
Yeah, but it's crazy because it's like when y'all go to Smack lets y'all rock. So you don't think these other leagues don't let their people like niggas ain't really call? I don't
Not all the time, Panic. Not all the time.
I don't remember last time I seen an event where somebody called time. I'm just be honest.
Smack now with the what was that
the one we just
Shotgun? No, with Shotgun Suge and Arsenal. Shotgun Suge and Arsenal and Goods and Charlie Clips. They was complaining about the time. Like 2 minutes. That's all he gave us. So I mean, it's been an ongoing issue in battle rap for a long time, complaining about the time. So,
well, let me ask you a question though. Like, if you given a time of like, let's say 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and you prepare 3 minutes, and you sitting there watching somebody go for 5 minutes, at some point, yeah, I would say some shit too, because I'd be like, yo.
Yeah, I would. I definitely.
You know, like if there was a 2 minute agreement, and now this dude is going for 10, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if there is time constrictions or time restrictions on a battle, they should really be held to a T. Now, the only thing that becomes an issue with that is now everybody stop the time. You know what I mean? Stop the time, you know, because the crowd reaction is going. So stop the time. So either there needs to be a set time with a small time for overlapping. You feel what I'm saying? To consider if the crowd is crazy. But yo, outside of that, man, we gotta fix that thing, because it's becoming for me, I can't stand watching the battle and then I'm just expecting I'm gonna see some people do something really good, and then it turns into a crybaby fest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you know, like that takes away from the whole battle. Like even with the Old Red K-Shine battle, I did not like how Old Red immediately just started whining after the first round about the time. You know what I mean? Like, yo, especially on the main event, you know what I mean? Like, y'all got to get that straight before the event. Like, what was I'm messing up the name of the card. What was the UW card that just happened?
Alpha and Omega.
Alpha and Omega.
Yeah.
Now, when you have a card like that, and then you had a couple people that backed out of the card, and from what I'm hearing, it was like 900 tickets that weren't sold. So you already had a crowd that was very thin. You know what I'm saying? You had the event was pushed back 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like at some points we gotta get into that. You know, what do y'all feel about that? Come on, talk to me, Panic.
Yeah, I feel like I don't feel like it should be a restriction. I feel like time needs to be enforced on the main stages. I don't feel like in the smaller battle leagues, I don't feel like it should be. I feel like in the main stage, because there's too many factors that play into battles. With the main stage, as far as time and niggas is tired and we don't want to hear 1,000 gunshot and headshot fucking bars. Like, get to the point. I think they should be given a grace period of maybe 15 to maybe 30 seconds, 45. After that,
you mean for the big stage?
Yeah, for the big main stage. Like for the smaller league, I feel like you can kind of let that shit go. Now, as far as somebody grabbing 5 minutes, like, come on now, my nigga. You know the time for each round is 2:15, 2:30.
But sometimes they only do it because they allowed to do it.
Yeah, it's some people, man, who get a little favoritism, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I know that. Trust me, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand and I know that, but I'm saying, like, I mean, niggas gonna do what they want to do regardless. So,
pretty much.
It is what it is, but I don't know.
Yo, shout out. I see we got us. If you out there, if you're trying to call into the show and if you want to be a part of the show, dial 516-418-5637. That's 516-418-5637. Do us a favor. This is our actual first live stream that we've done from our new live stream page. This is strictly Behind the Bars. Beyond Battle Rap. So if y'all out there right now, if you're listening to this first show, I'm about to actually do my very first share from it. Share this in all the battle rap groups. Share this
shared it a couple times
on your page. You know, just get this out there going, man. This is the only outlet that the Midwest has. I'm pretty sure a lot of people about to be on our heels and try to do what we're doing. I hear a lot of talk. You know, and I hear about.
Really?
Yeah, I hear a lot of talk. You know, people getting ready to try to do what we're doing, and hey, I ain't mad at them though. You know, imitation is what they say. Imitation is the
best form of flattery.
You know what I mean? Only thing they gonna do is push us to do this even harder. You know what I'm saying? So
you dig?
Man, shout out to everybody that's about to get ready to do what we doing. But I will promise you this: you might do your thing, and we wish you well. But you're not ready for what we got coming for you. Yo,
stay tuned,
man. Shout out to Miss Panic. Officially now is a program director for Behind the Bar.
Man, she did her thing this week.
She been working the hell out, y'all.
Man,
I like it.
Working the hell out of myself.
I like that though.
Put your foot on the gas, sweetie.
I like that, man. Surround your people that work just as hard as you or even harder than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't believe in nobody working harder than me. So Panic is making me. Matter of fact, let me bring this up on the screen. We're going to go ahead and get this toast to my girl Panic because she deserved it the way she worked on us this week. And man, we're going to do this live on the air so everybody can see you get this fresh toast. Let's go ahead. This is going out to my girl, Miss Panic. And me and this guy right here, we were just talking last night. We plan on coming out there to do something very special just for Panic before the end of the year. Yep.
Behind the bars on the road.
Behind the bars on location.
Yep.
That's what we doing. So what you got planned for us, Miss Panic? You know, since you're the new program director, I'm gonna let you sail the ship today.
Well, you know, I don't want to give away too much, but we got a couple people that's gonna be doing some interviews. I don't want to drop no names. Don't drop too many bombs at once. You know.
I see a 919 number out there. 919. If you want to get into this conversation, or if you are part of the panel, please hit 1 so that we know that you want to get into this conversation. We look at the phone numbers on the hotline every week, but if we don't see you hit that 1, that's the only way we know that we live. That you want to go ahead and talk to us live on the air, man. So go ahead, Panic, talk to us. What we doing this week? Lead the way, baby.
All right, so as of right now, we're gonna get into this first battle we talking about. It's Trufo versus Don Dollar. Did y'all get a chance to check this out?
Yes.
Shout out Trufo went crazy. That's all I'm
he
saying.
did. But let me add this. That was the driest crowd in the world.
Fact.
That was the driest crowd.
Well, you know what? They were the opener. So, you know, the openers really don't get the crowd. They really, people are still staggering in.
You don't put Trufo.
Everybody knows.
You don't put Trufo as an opener.
but they didn't know that. That was their mistake. You know what I'm saying? And then you kind of, you got to prove yourself type shit. Like, okay, you good over in the Midwest, you got to prove yourself here. So now, you got, like I said before, it's the whole, you know, you got to prove yourself. Like, yeah, you good in the Midwest, but what you going to do over here with this East crowd? Because we different. Our lingo different. We going to be able to catch what you saying. You know, that's why it's important before people go to, over East, that they don't just stay maybe in Chicago or in Ohio or in St. Louis. Travel to them other places in the Midwest to get that kind of feel from people who don't know who you are or might not know what you're talking about. It's very important to do that. And he's had multiple battles in different, like he's had, shout out Bar for Bar, he's been at Bar for Bar, he's been in St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? Like Danger Zone, Guerrilla Warfare, he's been over,
he's been putting in work.
You know what I'm saying? He had that experience. Yeah. But that crowd was ass.
Yeah, I'm like, it was a lot of stuff going over heads. I'm like, that didn't get a reaction, that didn't get a reaction. And I felt it might have been just a little biased because Don Dollar from the East Coast, and some of the bars he had, I heard before. Yep. You know, some of the stuff he was saying, I heard before. So,
I know that shit.
Oh, man, is that my man Big Reese still in the building? What up, Reese, dog?
Yep. What's up, Panic? What's up, Rush? What's up, Nico? What's going on?
Good.
Shit, man. But hey, about that Truffaut battle. Actually, I'm a fan of Truffaut, but I think that battle was kind of light. I don't really think he took it as serious as he took his other battles. So, like the energy, like normally his aura on stage, it forces you to gravitate towards what he's saying. He sounded like he was sick or something when he was rapping. Everybody else, did you pick that up, Panic? Like he sounded like
I picked it up. I feel like his energy was down, and I talked to him about it.
Okay, all right, just making sure I wasn't the only one. I'm just making sure I wasn't the only one. So, but I mean, obviously he won, but he was Don Dollar was slight.
Yeah, he was,
especially for Truffaut. But I think truth be told, and not just for Truffaut, for Gage, Truffaut, Heavy, there's a few other Chicago artists. Like if they go anywhere outside of the Midwest, to me, we have an unfair advantage as far as our delivery, because when Truffaut get on stage, you believe that shit he's saying. A lot of them other niggas, they just rapping. So if they say some shit about real, they got a gun so big, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit because we don't believe you. You see Truffaut and he raised his mouth. You see Truffaut and he raised up his stomach and you see he got fucking cuts all through his shit from bullets getting taken out and shit like that. You gotta honor and respect what he's saying because it's some real shit.
And let me say this though too, with Don Dollar talking about some you glorifying or bragging about being shot, man. I'm tired of that angle. I'm tired of that angle talking about niggas is bragging about being shot. No, that's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of his life. It's a part of his life. And nobody said anybody brags on that. So I feel that's a corny angle. And right when I heard that, you know, I really started just dissecting everything he was saying, and it was light, like you said, Reese, but that was kind of corny to me. Talking about you bragging another shit.
You know what?
Talking about getting shot.
You know what? Though certain shit, like certain shit for me, like it gets played out. So once somebody address somebody getting shot in a previous battle, let that shit go. Don't keep on overdoing it because it's like, yeah, I heard this already. So when I heard him say some shit like, we don't respect the person that got shot, we respect the shooter. Right. You know how many times I heard that shit in the battle?
Yeah.
I heard that shit at least, 8, 9 times.
I think I heard that. Yeah, a lot. I've heard that a lot. I think I heard when somebody called, taught me battle him.
Yeah, I heard a nigga battle him. Like, nah, nobody trying to hear that shit again. So yeah, for sure, Truffaut with the win, easy.
Yeah, I gave it to Truffaut. And you know we reviewed all Chicago dudes this week, man, and I feel
Hey y'all.
What's up?
Go ahead.
I got True. He on the line. He couldn't call in, but I got him on the line right now.
What's up, True?
True, what up, man?
Shit. Chilling. I appreciate y'all going over the battles. I had heard, Charles, what up, Russ? What up, Reed? I don't know your name, big homie, but I appreciate the view. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it.
Nico.
What's his name?
Nico.
Oh, Nico. What's up? I appreciate you, my killer. Yeah, my energy was off and shit, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man.
Right.
I was so excited to go to New York, nigga. I didn't sleep for 2 days. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like I didn't sleep at all, nigga. It's like, when we got there, when we landed, me and Heavy didn't sleep either, nigga, against him versus Sway. So if you see his delivery is a little off too, like, we didn't sleep, nigga. We got off the plane and went straight to the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, went to the room, took a shower, and then went straight to the battle, and then we was just smoking, and we was just really enjoying New York, you feel me? And then my brother came. It wasn't a big crowd, none of that shit. It was like 18 people when I battled. And for that battle to have Big K versus JC as the main event, it might have been 75 people there. You know what I'm saying?
That's
crazy. The whole battle.
That's crazy.
So it wasn't a crazy out turnout and shit, but I'm in tune with RB, and you know, y'all see me back on their stage and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. You feel me? So I was supposed to have a battle tomorrow in St. Louis against Drum, but I had some family shit come up today. I'm actually on my way to the hospital to check on my grandpa. He had a stroke and shit.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm on my way to do that.
Man, respect to your family, man. With prayers going out to your family, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing now. And I just wanted to call in because y'all was, I couldn't get the number because y'all was reviewing my shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Tell us what you got going on next, bro.
Yo, what up?
Hey, quick question before we get into that. Hey, when you was rapping, what did your guy do towards the end of your round? And you was like, chill out, bro. What did he do? Cause I couldn't even peep it.
He was excited about a bar or some shit. That was when the whole play to the each of my palms got more verses than songs. He was fucking with that shit.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, and that material, bro, I don't know how other people. I felt like that's some of the best shit I ever wrote. It might not have came off that way. I love that round. You know what I'm saying? But the energy definitely was off. I definitely wasn't rapping how I normally do, and I felt that as soon as I got off the stage. So
hey,
I like that second round. I think it was versus Cut. But yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Trufo, I got a quick question for you.
Oh yeah. Me and Cut are classic. Shout out to Cut.
Hey, real quick question for my man Trufo, man. You know, man, you've been talking about this St. Louis trip you got coming up, man. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, no, that was supposed to be the St. Louis trip. That's what I was saying. That's supposed to be tomorrow, but my grandpa got sick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on my way to the hospital.
Oh,
so
man.
Hopefully we can Yeah, I'm just waiting on my mom to pull up, and I'm gonna head to the hospital to make sure my grandpa okay. So I'm not gonna be able to do that battle tomorrow.
Oh my God! Hey, listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because you know I know what you wrote for that. Fam is lucky if you don't show up. Fam,
you say what?
I said Fam is extremely lucky if you do not show up tomorrow, bro. Because
y'all put a lot of energy into these rounds to do. So
Jesus Christ! When I say
he's definitely gonna get the clip.
I'm gonna tell you this, and the last person I said this about, they came out and had an outstanding performance. I know for a fact because I know I've been talking to True behind the scenes about this particular battle. True has transformed himself, and he's transforming himself now as a battle rapper. And what he's these 3 rounds he had for St. Louis was so crazy, man. Like literally, we have sat on the phone for like hours just dissecting the bars and the way he's delivering it and his new approach, man.
No, thanks. I appreciate you too, Russ. You really been helping the nigga out with it. I be needing that ear sometimes, you feel me? When I can't get in tune with my sister or anybody in the mob, you're definitely a person I trust to hear my shit. So you definitely helped me out with a few things, you know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is, man. And I really hope I can reschedule this battle with Drum because I definitely got a clip for him.
A couple full clips.
Yeah. So I definitely want to get this off my chest, and I ain't got nothing coming up after that. You know, I've been in the talks. I might pop up on the card or something. I've just been talking to people, but right now I'm just chilling. I'm really fucking with music right now. Russ been having my song in rotation, and that song with me and my cousin Dolo Solid. The video just dropped today, so when y'all get a chance, go check out.
Inbox me the video. We'll play it before we go off there today, bro.
Yep, I appreciate y'all, man. But my ride here, I'm gonna go check on my granddad. I appreciate y'all reviewing the battle, though. Real shit.
Hey, man, you take care of yourself. Go take care of your family, man. Our prayers are with you.
Yeah, prayers to the family, man.
All right. That love.
Yo, that was my man Trufo, man, a real Chicago street legend battle rapper. Let's keep that 100. Official. When we talk about that's what I like when y'all talked about believability, man. His believability is, you know, some people talk about certain shit and they perform certain shit. When you watch a Trufo battle and you hear him speak about what he speaks about, it's true. You know. I mean,
yeah, he one of them dudes, man, that you watch and. If you're a person like me, you have to not go outside for a minute, because you listen to this shit and then you be like, look, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Because he puts you in that mind state where, like, I don't want to slap the shit out of nobody.
Yeah.
So
he will definitely bring the NWA out of any nigga.
Yeah. He talked that shit. He talked that shit. You know what I'm saying? Chicago niggas is a different type of nigga, of a real Chicago nigga, and it'll bring something about you where you like, hold on, man, let me chill for a minute.
Yeah. It'll bring the beast.
Yeah,
out.
definitely will. Yeah, will. Definitely. All right, well, y'all, let's get right into this YK versus Moneybags. What y'all feeling about that one?
YK killed him.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that. YK destroyed him, dismantled him, and broke his ass down all the way.
Yeah.
Every bar.
Yeah. I'm talking about it was.
I'm done talking about what I thought about it.
It was ridiculous, man. I was watching it. I was at the gym on the bike, and the people around me was looking at me like I was crazy, man, because I was watching it. You know, I had my headphones on. I'm like, you know, I'm all loud, like, god damn, like. Moneybags, man, like it was, his performance was lackluster. It really was just, you know, we heard the Mexican jokes before. We heard Cave Gang. Now it wasn't really no new angles that made me say, oh wow. But
we didn't really dissect him like he really could have.
Yeah.
But like, this is my question: what angle do you really have on YK? Like, you know what I mean? Like, most people, you got like the angles, like the K-Shine, you can always pull on the tranny shit move. You can talk about the smoking the square out the bitch's foot. You know what I mean? What angle do you really have on a YK? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, he's a legit real dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His bars are solidified. He's been in the game and slowly been creeping his way up. And I feel like at this particular point, a lot of people are afraid to take a matchup with YK.
I believe that,
especially top tier names, because they gonna have to come with that heat. YK is not coming to no battles to play around. He's not coming to, you know, to meet the crowd.
You're not coming to just to get no check off YK. You come in the ring playing, and you gonna leave in a body bag.
In a bag.
Like,
I still say he had the performance of the night at the last Smack event. And that was a card, and he wasn't even announced on that card. That was a surprise battle, and I still say he had performance of the night to me.
But you could in that Moneybags battle, he kind of let it out the bag when he said that Jack Boy want to smoke. You got it.
Yeah.
So we didn't know at the time what he was talking about till Born Legacy. Till we seen the pay-per-view.
Well, quiet as kept, he dropped it over here on your man.
Well, see, you get all the exclusives. We don't want to hear that I'm in the loop shit, man.
But don't I do good by not telling? I be getting some information, and I'll be like, oh, wait today.
Yeah, and then you be like, well, I knew it already. Like, okay, well, I kind of figured that, but we didn't know.
You might need to fill your cup up again.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I see we got us a call up, Miss Panic.
We do? Who we got?
773-746. Speak to me.
It's Reese, man. I called you from another phone, man.
Nigga, what kind of
four
shit is you doing?
Hey, man, don't say it. Oh, that's just Reese. That's just Reese. Like that. Damn.
What type of black magic are you doing today?
Right. Man, I just got to watch some Defenders, man. I don't need no more mystical, magical stuff going on. I just watched the whole Defenders in the last 24 hours, man.
Right.
You around here pulling
different numbers. Like, how did you do that?
He out here pulling moves like he a member of the Hand.
Right.
Hey, I just watched that shit.
Yeah, Panic. What you think though? What you think though about the YK battle though? You know.
That's Panic or me.
Either one. Y'all chime in, man.
Yo, time out. We only 30 minutes in on our first one on our because this is our very first broadcast from our new like page, right?
Right.
We are 32 minutes in. We have 110 people viewing, 546 people reach. Yo, keep that number going. Share this post. Keep this thing going, man. Shout out to my man. I see my man Pyrex. Man, everybody that's out here, man. Man, shout out to my man Pyrex, man, for being one of the realest niggas I know. And I say this to you publicly, bro, and privately, bro. I should have listened to Pyrex ass when he was telling me shit before I got into this shit. I'ma leave that at that. Man, respect to that man, because he didn't keep it 100. Shout out to my man Cut Eastwood. I see my man out there, Lone Gainers in the building, man.
East side.
So who else we got out here? I see my girl Joy out there, man. Shout out to Joy. Yo, man, mad love. Joy is a real female too, man. Mad love to her, man. Suave Dawson, I see you out there too, bro.
What's going on, Suave? Shout out to Suave, that's my guy.
He's a cool dude, bro.
Yeah, he is.
So what's next on our list, sweetheart?
We got Stevie Wild Hunted versus Switch.
That was a bar heavy one. It was a lot of bars in that one.
On Sammy and Switch light.
I like some of the stuff though, Reese. He was saying, man.
But did it hang with Sammy?
No, it didn't hang with Sammy, but he had a few ones. I was like, okay.
But at the end of the day, liking what somebody did and who won the battle.
Yeah, but we give me honest opinions. Like Sammy won, in my opinion. Like all the battles we had, Chicago 3-0, no bias shit. It's just facts. But Switch had a few. I was like, okay, I kind of like that one. But Sammy was. It couldn't fuck with what Sammy was talking about, man.
Sammy probably could have freestyled and killed Switch, man. That shit wasn't like I couldn't. I watched that shit one time and I tried to rewatch it again so I can it'd be stuck in my mind when I jumped on the show. I couldn't do that shit, man. I couldn't sit down and watch that shit again. That shit was painful.
Yeah.
Come on, take over, Miss Panic. You running the show now. Like, come on, get on.
Oh, I thought y'all was talking. I'm sorry.
You the new Black Oprah. I'm not hearing none of that shit.
Listening. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry.
What's all the black? What's all the black TV hosts? You the new Queen Tyra Winfrey.
Queen Tyra Winfrey.
I'm trying to see if I guess called in yet.
You trying to see if who?
Hold on, somebody got a lot of noise going on in the background. I hear kids. I hear. Is that babies or porn? Which one is going on? Is that babies watching porn?
It ain't me this time, goddamn.
Reese.
Oh, it ain't you. Is it Reese?
Reese, put the Vaseline down. Do not do it on the show, Reese. We're not doing none of that nasty stuff on the show today, Reese. What's wrong with you, Reese?
Hey, I just muted my phone. I was on mute.
Yeah, I know you just muted your phone. We heard all that baby porn going on in the background.
Man, babies, like
cut. Like, what's all the noise going on? Yeah. What up, PDX? I see you out there. I see Shirley Grill just tuned into the show, man. Shout out, man. Please share the post. We got something different going on now with the no show. We got beautiful Panic, which is the first lady behind the bars.
Yes, she
also
is.
Our new program director for the show. Got my man Big Nico right here, man. Learn this goddamn name. Calling it into the show, talking about
NRKO.
Then we got my man Reese's, which is one of the guys I respect very much. I even hit him this week, and thank you also this week, bro, for talking to me this week and just sharing some personal ideas, bro, and get some stuff out there, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, well, I thought we were supposed to speak about the Midwest. I thought we were gonna get off.
Rush.
Yes, ma'am.
Rush, you don't see the number?
He's not there, sweetheart. I'm everybody that's online right now is just me, you, Reese, and Nico.
Yeah, Reese.
Everybody else is watching us live.
Yeah.
Telephone number 5. Okay, I think 505-501. Who is this calling?
Man, y'all already know what it is. It's classic, boy.
What's up with you, boy?
It's the other hand. The 5 fingers of the hand have finally connected.
Yeah.
The middle finger has finally showed up. You mother. I'm sorry,
boy. You don't.
Goddamn right.
You getting it right up. You classically late, nigga.
I'm getting it right up.
Yes, I'm
here.
getting the write up. Demerit. Demerit.
Report to the principal's office, nigga. What up, Otis? I see you, bro. Hey, man. Well, come on, let's go. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, Miss Panic. Let's rock with it. We following Panic lead tonight.
So Classic, you just not tuning in. Did you get into that Truffaut versus Don Dollar?
Of course I did. Truffaut with the W.
Okay, how you feeling
on my
about
soul. I was feeling about it, man. That was just my man getting his feet wet in New York, you know what I'm saying? But he was talking. It wasn't so much about the gun bars, what everybody else is accustomed to hearing. Like you got to talk to him. You got to walk your opponent. You got to let him know what's going on, where you coming from, and why you bringing up these certain topics to make sense out of this whole thing with the Midwest and how the streets of Chicago are compared to New York and stuff like True had to take it there. So I think that was very necessary at the introduction to what he's about to bring in the future to New York.
Do you feel like the actually from what you've seen, was it a good battle? Do you feel like it was? I feel like it was a trash energy behind it.
As far as energy, like it was a new stage, new feeling, new atmosphere for him. He just has to adapt to it. Like he very comfortable in Chicago, and most likely all of us are. But in New York, you know what I'm saying, he just got to get more comfortable. I think Don Dollar did a decent job too. You know, he wasn't.
Well, that was a home game for him, though.
He was talking to him.
That was a home game from Don Dollar, though.
Yeah, that was definitely a home game. But True, just like I said before, I think it was good. We know how great True can really be. So the next time we go out there, it's probably going to be like a body bag or something like that. So I'm waiting for him to go back over there again.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know so I can book my flight.
YK Moneybags, I did see YK Moneybags. Moneybags, that's 2 losses in a row. You know, he got 30 by Prez, and then he got 30 by Cannon. So he's looking very beautiful right now.
So fire. Prez is so fire.
Yeah, that was a good battle.
I don't know, like Moneybags went out gas that second round. Like his first was cool, you know what I'm saying? People weren't really hearing him.
I don't think Moneybags is good at all.
I'm with you on that.
I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna say that.
I gotta disagree with that. Moneybags, when he wants to, you know, I think he's a very worthy opponent. Like especially I think he battled Show Off. Was it Show Off? It was some or was it
RBE?
Fireboy, yeah. That was one of his best performances, period. And then he went to King of the Dot and he spazzed too. No, Moneybags can bring it. He's just been falling off lately.
Well,
it's your last battles that count, right?
Yeah, you good as your last battle.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you steady giving subpar performances, what are we to expect every time we see your name on the card though?
Because that same effect went for Charlie Clips when Charlie Clips was bullshitting battles.
Yeah, he was like
he couldn't get around that. So if Charlie Clips is which is, you know, people might consider him to be one of the guys that go up on Mount Rushmore. Like, yo, so if he can catch that scrutinization, why can't somebody that does not have that type of status be allowed to play games in the ring?
Right. Well, that's the thing, man. The sole purpose with fans, we get excited.
Hold on, real quick. One of y'all is doing a lot of stuff with the phone. I need y'all to sort of keep the phone still or whatever. I don't know if I feel like y'all at the dentist doing doctor work. I need y'all to fix that up.
Is that a pot?
I don't know what's going on. It sounds like a scene out of What's Love Got to Do with it. Sound like Ike is in the building, beating the hell up out of Tina.
Sorry, y'all. I had to switch over and call our guest up. He's finna call up right now.
Okay. No. We got. I can't even say it. I'm gonna wait for him to call.
Yeah, I had to call. Yeah, you know, I had to call Murder Mook real quick to get him to call in, y'all.
Man.
My bad. I mean, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Why you sitting up here doing this blasphemy on the air? Now niggas gonna be mad in 15 minutes when Mook don't call into the show.
What the fuck going on?
Y'all niggas said Mook was gonna be on. That was Panic Line ass, y'all.
120,000.
Hold on, we got a call coming in.
I got some names on the list.
708-372. Who is this calling into the station? Welcome to Behind the Bars.
What up, Joe? This is Bullard, Joe, from Reppin' Danger Zones. What up?
What's going on, boss man? Welcome to the show, man.
I'm alright.
So talk to me. Go ahead,
What's going on? What's going on with Turf Wars? Let's talk to us.
Man, bro, you know, see the fire parties out there. You know, it's about September. It's going down. We got a lot of big names, a lot of big things going on. Hopefully the battles come outside when they happen. As projected, I'm projecting that it will be great. I hope so. And yeah, September.
Yeah, it's a fire card, man.
It is. It definitely is. What was y'all mindset on thinking on doing it for the 2 days? Because that's crazy. Every battle on there is crazy to me. I feel like that's something different. I haven't seen y'all do that before. The 2 days. So what was the setup on that? What was the setup on that?
We've been toying around doing a 2-day event, but it's just in the past it really didn't make sense. Like when we looked at when we went to making this card, you know what I'm saying, and we looked at some of the battles, we're like, damn, maybe we could do it now, and we just gambling, you know, we going for it. But that's about it, though. You know what I'm saying? We've been thinking about it, but it was like we just didn't have enough firepower in our eyes to have a 2-day event. So
y'all got the clue loaded on this.
I think there's a lot of firepower on both days, so it makes sense going for it now.
Let me ask you a question. What battle are you most anticipating seeing in this 2-day event?
Man, bro.
I was just gonna say that. You took the words right out.
Me myself as a fan, it's tough. I'm not. I'm gonna go Prophet and YK.
Wow. Okay. What makes that so interesting to you?
I think I'm willing to bet anything. YK coming in 3 rounds, ready to kill. I'm willing to bet anything on that.
Oh yeah.
And I think Prophet know that. Like I think he gotta know that. Like he take everybody serious. YK take everybody serious. Like so, I just think that this one of them, it was tough though. It's just one of the battles I'm thinking. You know, I think Prophet we want to come to solid 3 rounds. Like I think so. I don't know that, but you know. And if I would pick one, I'm gonna go with that one.
I feel like right now with that battle, I feel like it's a battle that's long overdue, and I feel like it's something where they both they're gonna have to on both ends. I know YK gonna come, but I feel like it's a battle where they both have to make it greater than what it would have even projected to be being. Because now it's at the point where it's like, do we even care about this battle? You know, because YK is, and he's on fire right now, and he's been doing, and Prophet has been so behind, and all the rest of the stuff with the battle. Do you feel like it's a battle where they both have to, or do you feel like it's just Prophet is going to have to prove himself?
He's going to have to prove himself. Like, I mean, I don't see a body from. I don't think it's possible that Prophet can body YK. Like, I think he's. So from YK's point of view, he's going to come with 3 solid rounds regardless. So regardless if you got him losing to the battle, he's going to have 3 rounds that, it ain't going to mess with his momentum in my eyes. Prophet, I mean, you been at this for a while now. It's just like a big shot. So now he got to come with 3 rounds. Like he got to come with 3 cold rounds. Like ridiculous. It has to be. His rounds has to be like my life is on the line.
I think right now. I think right now at this particular point in time, the only thing that I could see really being a challenge for YK is somebody that he does not know how to write for, somebody he does not have a background on. You know what I mean? Like if he cannot figure an angle, and somebody that is that good enough that nobody knows about him yet.
But I don't see that because. Why he take everybody serious, and
it's like you right. YK is just, who would you have battle him though? Like if you can give him his, like, maybe we got to get him on the show to figure out who his ultimate opponent is. But who do you feel like would be an ultimate opponent for him?
An ultimate opponent? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Man, Reese, what you think? Because I can't think of one off top. That's a good ass question because he take everything serious. He take everything serious.
The person that I had in my mind, he already battled him already.
Has he fought Shine yet?
No.
I think that would be a good matchup for YK.
Because they both got that rapid fire. They both got that rapid fire, style where they just punching. But
I would like to see how he would deal with that energy of a K Shine.
They both got the same type of energy.
That's what I'm saying. But him facing somebody that has that type of energy, that's someone that has, that the crowd rocks with, that has a good, backing. I would love to see that battle and see how they fare against each other.
That is.
You feel what I mean? Because okay, let's say if there's gas in the battle, after a certain while, the gas is not going to matter.
And it's going to be about the bars.
It's going to be about the bars and who's going to outperform each other. And I wonder how he would match up against somebody that is such a great performer, because I don't care what nobody says. K Shine to me is one of the top 5 performers in battle rap. He performs when he comes out. Whether he's putting on a professor uniform, whether he's falling on the floor doing the Troy Ave thing, like he brings his whole body into the battle. His emotions are into the battle. So I think that would be a great test for him. I think that would be a really good test for him. What you think about that, Reese? Yeah, what do you think about that?
I would love to hear another rematch with JC, with YK and JC. And I think they came up. I think lyrically, both of them came a long way from that battle we had years ago.
Who?
JC and YK.
YK and JC in Chicago, known too. In Chicago, known too. Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they see putting in a lot of work for YK.
But truth be told, YK is probably the most right now. He's the most consistent battle rapper out. Not just the Midwest. I think across the board.
Period.
And when you look at his work ethic, like if I was Prophet, I'm not sure who set that battle up. But if I was Prophet, I would be sitting back doing my homework. But to a certain extent, it's only so much you can do with YK because he's so lyrical and he gives you that energy when he's on stage. This man is a perfectionist.
Right, he really is.
Buddha, quick question. Buddha, what's up? Hey, who you got winning this? Not one. Who you got winning that YK and Prophet? Come on, man. Come on.
Reese over there with the baby oil and the baby porn. He ain't hearing nothing. He already answered that question.
Yeah. Phone on mute.
Nah, he ain't say. Nah, listen, this man didn't say who though. He didn't say who.
Because last week,
with the whole team on this.
Right, because last week, Panic Classic, because we was crazy. We was talking about like what?
Drinks on you.
But then again, he did sort of answer because he did sort of say that he cannot see Street Profit bodying YK.
It was an indirect answer.
So he's basically saying it's basically saying that Street Profit better come with his shit. Or YK gonna whip him a new asshole. That's what it sounded like to me.
He answered in the scheme.
There you go. Yeah. And what I'm meaning is drinks on you.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Classic,
yeah. Last week, man, classic. I'm bringing some money, man, because last week you was
drink.
I'm bringing some money, and we on the side betting, bro.
We getting drunk off the classic.
The shit he was talking last week.
What's up?
Let me get a couple predictions off this card from you real quick before you leave and all the rest of that. Okay. All right. What you got on this Really Real and Big Cannon?
Real.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. I know who it's gonna do
it.
Okay.
I know who it's gonna do it.
What do you feel like? But let me say this. What do you feel like Real has to do with Cannon to be different? What do you feel like Cannon has to do with Real to be different? If he has to do anything?
Well, Cannon got to take Real serious. Like that's number one. If you take him serious, then who knows what's gonna happen. But if you're going off past history, then it's I don't know.
But I don't know. Do you think that? Hold on, let me ask some quick question, Brett. Before we get to that, I don't want to get off that. Do you?
I got one too.
Do you think that Cannon with outperforming in Chicago, what, close to 2 years? We said about?
Yeah, about 2 years.
Do you think he's gonna come back to the shot to play around? And especially knowing that it's really real on y'all TW card, and this is like the biggest card of the year for you guys. Do you really think that Cannon is gonna be coming with some lackluster bars?
Knowing people give him the crown, even though he doesn't care about it, people equate Relly Real with King of Chicago from time to time. It's been said. Now, do you think a Chicago nigga is gonna take that lightly? Even though Relly Real said he don't care about that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't see it that way. I don't see him looking at it like, well, I ain't been in 2 years, so let me take now. You know, because he had clips, and he had clips. I think he's pretty ready to write your best, especially when you're in a position like he is. You know what I'm saying? He in that underrated group. You know. So if you're in that group and you know you're in that group, you got clips in front of you. Like, he ain't played 3 post rounds, did he?
I have to agree with Buddah on that. That should not have been debatable over clips. He should have mopped the floor with clips, and he let clips live.
You know, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. Yeah, I might be right.
Yeah, I was upset about that. I felt Cannon should have did his thing. I don't know what the factors was in that battle. That was his shot.
That battle was trash.
It was not the best. It was not the best at all. I felt he should have came for the headshot. Like, nigga, y'all been barking back and forth at each other. He should have put his whole foot on this nigga neck. But you know, we never know what's going on with the battle rappers. And the reason why Cannon took that lead with clips, and he told me personally he wanted to try something different, because look how many battle rappers tried to out-rap him, gun bar him to death, and then clips made it not matter. So what Big Cannon wanted to do was, let me freestyle with him. Since he wanted to freestyle, I'm going to freestyle too. And I was like, no, Cannon, you need to do what everybody else tried to do and just take it to a different level. So he chose to go a different route.
Do you think he played? Do you think he played Clips' game and lost?
Yes. Yes, that's what I think happened. He played the game. He played Clips' game, and I wouldn't say he lost. I mean, to me personally, I think they both did. They both lost, but I mean, Clips was loved all over the place. Not saying Cannon isn't either, but I'm just saying, like, you got to, like Buddah said, you got a chance to go at Clips. You need to be trying to take his head off. Don't try to, sink down to his level. Do some, do what everybody else been doing, and then just do it better. And then try to switch it up at the end, but he didn't do that.
Let me ask you a question about this battle, and this will be my last question about Real and Big K. If it comes down that they both bring in bars, and they let's say they even out on bringing the bars that day, who's going to outperform the other? Who do you see having the best stage performance?
Real.
I can agree with that. Real does have a good stage presence. So,
Reese, what you think about that? And then I want to hear from Panic.
I actually agree with him. I agree, but I definitely don't got Real beating BK, Big Cannon.
Talk to me, Panic.
That's another drink, low key.
I'm with you with that, Reese. I'm sad betting all of them in the building. Like, look. I'm
telling you, hey, that's another drink, man. Y'all gotta stop doing this. I understand betting on the home team, but this is different though. Certain people, I wouldn't bet against.
But how is it different?
Not Chicago.
How is it different though? How? I don't know.
The reason I say it's different because I think the circumstances. You're looking at somebody that says he's the king and an actual king of Chicago. Now, when you look at the Big T and Really Real battle. Do you think that Big T took that battle serious?
Not at all. Not at all.
No.
I wouldn't say not at all, though. Y'all say not at all? I mean,
okay, look. The answer to that is not really. The answer to that is not really. But at the same time, that's not Real's fault. But listen to what I'm going. That's a part of my point. Now, my thing is, if Big T didn't take that really serious, and it's still like 2-1, It was a 2-1 maybe, right? Everybody's saying it's 2-1, right?
Okay.
Imagine Big Cannon taking it serious. Seeing that he just got 2-1, really well just got a 2-1 win over Big T. And Big T ain't taking it serious. I don't see Cannon going in there freestyling. And if he do, it'll probably be his third round. And even then, by then he done won already.
Okay. I mean, to be honest, if he does take it serious, you know, Real gonna be in hot water. But guess what? We've seen Real with his backs against the wall before. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. Not really.
But why do we gotta say if he takes it serious and then connect that with Big Cannon? We not saying that about Real.
Real can figure to whoever he's battling. Let me say this: Real can figure.
We're not saying that about Real. We're not saying that. Well, if Real, that's not even associated with Real.
Exactly. Yeah.
If Real
facts.
That's
a good thing, right? That's a good thing on Real, man. That's right. Real don't play around. Well,
Ready Real 30. Anyway, next battle.
Y'all tripping. Cannon 2-1. Cannon 2-1.
We got AQ versus Mills. What you got on that, Buddah?
AQ been going a minute. He been going for a while.
Okay, that plays a factor to you?
AQ been, I mean, yeah, a small. It's not big. It's not a big factor. It's a small piece of the path chart, but you know, I'm riding with the home team again.
Hey, real quick.
Okay, all right.
Let me ask you a question, Boo. Let me ask you a quick question. What do you think the surprise battle of the night will be? Like, what battle do you think is on the card that people aren't really paying attention to, but might end up being something that people talk about leaving TW5?
Great question. That battle. I'm gonna go with
Okay. Let me ask you. I want to ask that across the board. What do you think be a surprise battle of the night?
Surprise battle of the night.
I think I'm gonna surprise a couple people.
I'm putting my money on. Really can.
Surprise battle of the night? I don't think that's gonna be a surprise battle of the night. Yeah,
the best battle of the night.
Surprise battle of the night. The one that's gonna be talked about the most that nobody that's going under the radar right now.
Maybe. Yeah. I would say Murky G.
Steve Staples and yeah, that's a surprise battle. Yeah, that's a surprise for our people.
Panic. What you got? I think I'm gonna shock a few people.
I feel like the surprise, like the battle that might. First of all, I feel like I'm gonna say this. I feel like Joey 357 is gonna fuck XL up because XL is boring to me. My opinion, he's just boring. Does he have bars? Yes, he's boring. Joey is very energized, and when he say shit, it's like he shakes. I feel like that is gonna be the surprise battle of the night because I feel like Joey is. Now I'm not gonna say he's gonna 30 him. You know, but I feel like he's gonna win, so I'm gonna go with Joey versus XL.
Okay.
Raquel.
Who didn't get a prediction yet? Reese.
Man, you know what? I got two, but I'm gonna stick with this one though. I think that Wakan Street Profit battle gonna be real disrespectful. I think that shit gonna be real disrespectful. But I'm gonna have to go with Rio and Rico. Rio and Rico, yeah.
Okay.
Rico and Rio.
You know what? And this is my choice. And I'm gonna tell you why I feel this way. And some people gonna feel that I'm saying this because I got relationships with both of these people. I think the battle of the night is gonna be.
I feel like I know what you're gonna say.
It's gonna be Young Dave and Classic.
I think that
one.
And the reason I say that is, Young Dave at the last Midwest Militia, the whole thing with Killer B, the situation that happened before that with the fight and everything that sort of changed the momentum. I don't think that Dave came off the way that he wanted to. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think in Chicago he did not get his last performance is not a performance that he's proud of or happy with in Chicago. Classic has not battled in a while. in Chicago. If I'm not mistaken, he had a battle a month or so ago. But it really, I don't know if the footage has dropped, so people we don't know what Classic is coming with. And after I listened to Big Cannon's live stream the other day, and I thought about what he said, these two are very similar. They're very similar. Yeah. So I'm wondering if Classic comes with a different intensity performance, if he's grown in the past couple years that he's taken his time off, and this has the same factor with the Rico Rio thing, because Rico's taking some time off. Yeah. If these, and I agree with that, Rico and Rio might be one of the surprise battles of the night too. But I think that this battle between Young Dave and Classic is going under the radar. You don't hear a lot of people talking about it. You feel what I'm saying? And I think it has the potential to be actually a bar fest where it becomes a physical fight of words on stage. What y'all think about that? What you think about that?
I really don't want people. I really don't want people talking about that battle. I'm glad no one's talking about it, because what y'all about to get is stupid. Like, who comes back after 2 years and plays around? Nobody. You can't name a battle rapper that does that.
You just said that about Big K. That was the same thing we just said about Big K coming back after 2 years. True. But go ahead. I want you to. Thank you for proving my point, but I will let you go ahead with that. Go ahead. Thank you. As a radio host, you learn how to listen to everything.
Yep.
Like, I just think it's funny. Like it's hilarious, man. Like once I'm in my zone, then what? What happens next? There's no stopping me when I get angry.
Young Dave, y'all know that.
We're talking with Casper. I'm about to bring that ×5, bro. This my stage.
Okay, Buddah.
What's up?
I'm gonna ask you this. What do you feel like Classic should? What do you want to see from Classic in this battle?
No choking.
What'd you say? No choking.
Yeah, if he choke, it's a wrap.
I mean, the bars are always there. I just think like the poise and his performance, maybe that can get him to the next level. As far as next level, like I'm gonna hear something. He's gonna come with something. His peers is top. It is. So I just think it's like a little bit more poise in his performance. I think, yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Classic, just because you
I think most of y'all, because a lot of people said that I had one of the best top 10 pin games in the city. So I do appreciate people for saying that. That's not easy. I may not be the biggest name, and that's fine. But as far as pin games, I'm sorry, you got to give credit to what it's due, man. And there's a lot of people ahead of me, but I'm one of them dudes mentioned.
Hey, I'm gonna say this to you, Classic, just because you are a part of the show, and I want you to have some extra pressure, because this is, like I said, this is a battle between somebody that's on my roster and a person that's on my panel. So this is, I can't really call it winner.
Rocking a hard place.
Yeah, I'm a rocking and call between the rock and hard place. But I guarantee you, bro, we already got a bet on this one battle. If you choke on this battle, you owe your whole panel a drink, bro, because we supporting you. You bet not. Hey, I want to see the best fucking. I want to see the very best Classic against the very best Young Dave that I can possibly see. Like, that's really what I want to see.
And you will get that, but I will say this. My last 4, there was no chokes. I didn't choke against Q-Pac. I didn't choke against Casper. I didn't choke in Vegas. I didn't choke in St. Louis. I don't know what choking feels like anymore. I'm past that. We're done with that phase. That happened once or twice in my whole career.
You say you don't know what that don't even feel right to you no more, huh? That itch is gone.
Okay.
I'm just that's choking. What is choking? I don't even know what it is anymore.
I hear you.
I'm a professional now.
I hear you.
Pause. Can y'all please say pause? Oh my God, I was joking and then, Lord.
Oh God, I'm stopping. Stop. Hey, if you on that note, if you listening to the show,
for whatever reason, if I do choke, I will get you all drinks and food. We'll just do it that way. But
bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. Okay. God is so good, man. God is so good. I hope I gotta go buy my own drink. Matter of fact, I just want you to buy me a drink that night any goddamn way.
Well, he buying drinks anyway, because I'm sad betting all you niggas when I get there. The shit y'all talking. I'm coming.
I gotta agree with the side bet, sir.
You say what?
Don't I have to agree with the side bet? Not saying that I'm scared or nothing. I'm just saying, don't I gotta agree to it?
Yeah, you gotta agree to it, but we stand on different sides of the different sides of the spectrum on certain battles. So you know, it's only natural to be like, let's bet on it.
It's friendly competition and it's good for.
That's it.
You watch wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
It's good for the culture.
You watch wrestling. This is good for ratings.
I love wrestling.
This is good for ratings, man.
Oh my God.
This is what's best for business.
Panic. What's the oh my God
Right.
about?
Off the top rope, Panic. Off the top rope.
What's the oh my God's about?
Let's get back to our guest right
show
quick.
like
Let's get back
wrestling.
to our guest. Let's get back to our guest. What other battles are you looking forward to seeing on this card?
The Joey battle. That's another one I'm looking forward to.
What you feeling about that Joey
fight?
I'm excited for that. I don't know what I'm excited. The whole card is good, wonderful, great, fire. That Joey in Excel, I feel like that is gonna push him, because I've talked to Joey. You know, shout out my nigga Joey 357. I talked to Joey and he's like, you know, the dude is he got bars, whatever. What do you feel like Joey has to do differently with this Excel battle? Because Excel, he's a different type of dude. You know what I'm saying? So what do you feel like he has to do with Excel?
I'm almost with you on how you view Excel. I'm almost with you. So I really think that if he just turn with 3-sided rounds. Boom.
Yeah, that's what I told Joe. He's like, you know, man, look, just show up at this point, because Excel is boring. He's boring. I don't know how y'all feel about him, but to me, he's boring. So, and Joey is really, he's different. So I told Joey, like, you just really have to just show up at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. You say too.
The J Owens. I'm looking forward for J Owens. His battle with M City. I'm looking forward for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to that. He's on the show to prove, and yeah, I'm looking forward to his battle. What else? Well, yeah.
What you feel about the franchise and Nice?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. Like, I saw franchise. His last battle was versus franchise. He just battled Arcash.
Arcash.
Yeah. I watched
Fire
that. That was cool. Yeah, it was
Fire.
Yeah. Okay.
He sound unimpressed.
Let me ask you, what you feel about the whole Arcash situation with the bars?
Yeah, I would. Do you
feel like he took them? Do you feel like?
Yeah. From what I heard, you know, yeah. Now, it's having similar bars, and then it's just word for word. From what I heard, I think I heard word for word. They just took everything the man said. It's a difference between, you know, two men thinking like they gotta say something similar, but I don't know.
What do you feel about? Okay, let's get to it. Let me ask you a real specific question. What do you feel about stealing bars?
What's up?
What do you feel about that in battle rap? What is the penalty for that? What do you think should? How should we view people that have been caught? Or let's say accused of, but the evidence is surprisingly or weighingly saying that they've done it. What do you think of that in battle rap? What do you think should be done with those artists? Do you think that they should be booked again? Do you think they should be given a pass? Do you think they should be given another shot to see if they come and do it again? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think about that?
I really don't think nothing can be done, because it's like when the players Mafia got caught. Like, if you ask me, it should be gone. Like, it should be one big video saying this guy is not going to battle on nobody's platform ever again. Period. That's what should happen in my eyes. But now he's back, and it's like it didn't happen. So it's like, to me, it's nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do. It's nothing. So I don't know.
As a league owner, would you book that person again, or would you be in a position to say, well, like right now, I don't think I want to deal with them at this particular point? Do you think it's bad for business? Or
like somebody stealing the bar.
Yeah, let's just like this Arcast
somebody
situation.
else. That's tough.
Where there were two different bars that were looked at. You know, it was the Computer Love bar, and it was the line from Fresh, the whole Wayans, the Wayans line. So it was two different bars that were that were in question about that one battle. What do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like, okay, one line is okay, I can overlook the one line and let's book them again, or do you say, hey, look, I'm looking at two bars out of this situation, I'm not booking this guy for a minute?
It's really tough to answer this. But it'll be a lot to go into if I was to book that person again. Like, cause like let's say Arcast was like people like he's bringing out 60 people. If he on the card, you can bet your bottom dollar there's gonna be plus 60 people in attendance just because he's on the card. And that type of person, I don't see a league on saying no. I'm not gonna book you. I just don't see it.
So what?
Arcast bringing in 3 to 5 people, or anybody that do this big in 3 to 5 people, maybe coming with them. Then that was, how do you view the integrity of battle rap? Do you care, like as a league owner, do you care about putting somebody on your platform that's known for taking stuff, or like that's cool with that, or do you say no? I'm a straight battle rap to the point where you're a phony to me, so I'm not booking you. It's tough. It's really tough, though.
So you saying it becomes a question of moral and popularity, basically, like, far as, because back in the day, you plagiarized, it was over. Your career was over. But in this day and age, it's like a speed bump in somebody's career. It's like, okay, all right, on to the next one. Like you said, a person is as good as their last performance. Now, if Arcast has another battle and he comes out and kills something, he can redeem himself in this day and age.
And that's the flip side as a league owner. If you let him go somewhere else.
Right.
If he goes back and redeems
Press Mafia and Ave, for example.
Yeah. Good example. Great example.
Yeah, those are good examples.
Ave is still considered one of them dudes. And he got away with murder. No criticism at all, really.
Facts.
And if it was criticism, it was there and now it's gone. Ave and T-Top.
That's the day and age you live in, though. Everybody can redeem themselves doing some, some unmoral shit. So that, like you said, as league owners, that is a crossroads you guys have to deal with. Like, okay, this is a good talent, but motherfucker did some fuck shit, so I have to really evaluate where I want to go from here with this. So I can understand where you're coming from, and I know you're a better man than me because I couldn't do it. You're a better man than me, man.
No matter what.
I said, you're a better man than me, man. I'm an 80s baby born in the 90s, man. I'm stuck in my ways, man. I'm stuck in my ways, but it is.
Have you ever, Buddah, is this the first time you're hearing about this, or has it been a couple other people you've seen or heard of in the Midwest have done this before?
It's stealing, and then it's a line between. It's like, okay, if I say a line like such and such, and then I come with a metaphor at the end, punch, bye. And if somebody else said that, like, did you steal that, or did y'all just supposed to just think of the same line? It's tough. Now, when Prez Mafia got caught, like this is where he got this. What he just said right there, this is where you got it from. Stop that. Play the song. You finna hear the exact same way. That's stealing. Now, if you can't do that in every case,
I feel like it's the punch can be the same, but the setup and build up can be different. Then it's not stealing. Sometimes people say the punch word for word, so people like, "Oh, you stole my punch," or maybe the setup is the same and the punch is different. Then it's different. But for somebody to What I feel like Arcash did is he said it word for word, but he just added on maybe 4 more lines or some shit like that.
That's that.
Yeah, I that's how I pretty much feel about that one.
That's that. So, like what Young Ill said about JC, if you was Dale, you wouldn't earn Hart and add Junior at the end. That's a different punch. No, it's the same thing. Just because you add Junior at the end doesn't mean that it's any different. It's the same thing. Yeah. If you watch Young Ill versus JC, they talk about that bar, that specific bar. Oh, if you was Dale, you wouldn't earn Hart. Okay, if you was Dale, you wouldn't earn Hart Junior. Like, come on, man.
Well, let me throw this.
I mean, but then that plays into a factor of current event bars. You know.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes stuff happen in current events and everybody talk about it, but then it's like sometimes people bring back something that happened a long time ago, and then everybody starts saying something similar to it.
That's true. You'll hear
Bill Cosby pudding.
You'll hear 4 times on the card.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee you're gonna hear some Charlottesville bars at the next card.
Oh yeah.
You gonna hear.
We said that at the last bar. At the last what did we talk about? That we was like, watch, we're gonna see something. We're gonna hear something about it that night.
She right about that. But my thing is, like, I done heard O'Red say, I never seen, like, he said, I got to stop saying it, because some people, like, I never seen that battle. Like, how does that, like, how do you take a person's word sometimes and be like, well, I never seen that battle, which, you know.
Man, battle rappers be lying. They be lying. Look at all them views.
They be lying like
one of them. They are one of them. Trust me. Just like Charlie Clip said, I don't watch Arsenal's battles, but he knew about the stinky leg and you can have that. I ain't even mad. Like Arsenal said it. You know all my bars, but you don't watch me. That's a lie. You're one of those views. You are one of those views.
Yo, shout out to Kiwan Eason. Yo, if y'all out there,
Nico, what was one of the questions?
Hold on 1 second. If you out there listening to the show, you want to call in and talk to our very special guest. We got Buddah from Danger Zone. We talking about the TW5 card coming up. We talking about still in bars, and because we talked about Arcash last week, so I don't want to talk about that too long. Because we in our second hour. If you want to call into the station, 516-418-5637. It's 516-418-5637. If you got any questions at all, call into the station. As y'all see, we got a new format. We appreciate everybody that is tuned in on our new page, our new like page. I think we got close to 1,000 people that have already tuned in to the show already. Mad respect. I appreciate that. Please keep sharing this post. Invite people to this post. This is the only outlet that the Midwest has right now as far as media, you know, and we want to make sure that we give a good representation. Right now we have 756 people that have been reached, that have saw this post, and 154 people that are watching this. So go ahead and keep this going. Don't get confused by the number that you see at the top, 1 or 2 or 3, because that only means the people that you know that are watching it. That does not give a full spectrum of everybody that is watching the show right now. So mad respect to everybody that's liking the show, watching the show. If you out there, if you like battle rap, if you like what we're doing, we testing a lot of waters out. This is our second show together as a panel. We breaking through a lot of groundbreaking history, and we working out the kinks on air. So, you know, we appreciate you, and we just want to give a few minutes just to say that to you. If you want to call into the show and ask any questions, dial in 516-418-5637. Talk to my girl Panic, the first lady of Behind the Bars, my man Reese. I got my man Classic online. I think we might have dropped the Reese, and my man Nico. Reese, if you out there, call back in. We got my man Buddah from Danger Zone on the air. So I'm gonna give it back over to my girl. I be saying the shit wrong. I'm sorry. He's you know what? And I wanted to get into this in my next question. I want to get into this on the next question. You are like the one person out of Danger Zone that people really don't see, or you know what I mean? I know it's you. Could you tell us everybody that's associated with Danger Zone? Because everybody sort of knows Jeff and Levi, and from what I'm hearing, the 2 other people is you and another young lady. Let everybody know who you are, how y'all came about, how y'all got started as an organization. Just fill us in, and I apologize for saying your name wrong, bro. But like I said, you're not in the public like that. You know what I mean? And I apologize for that.
Yeah, that's true. All right, the whole idea in the beginning is it was me, my brother Chris Shields, brother Levi, and Jeff. We all started it. Boom, from an idea. Boom, and then over the years, Keanu came and joined, and then my brother Christian dropped out. So the staff was just us four. Boom. That's how we started. And, you know, the hierarchy. You know, I'm like really like we all do things as a group, but I am like the head guy. Like Levi talked to everybody, got their role. Levi talked to the battle rappers. He set the battles up, check in with me. I say it's cool. I say it's not cool, and then we go from there.
How did you? Let me ask you a question. What drew you to battle rap?
I loved it as a fan for years. Cause like my first real, when I first started watching rap battles, like you know, like Snack Wise and the streets, it was Mills versus Mook. That was the first battle. Before then, it was just 8 Mile, and that was it as far as battle rap. For me, classic battle. Yeah. I love that battle.
I think a lot of us got hooked on. I think Snack got a lot of us hooked on battle rap.
Yeah, that's how I go.
Anybody that's in battle rap right now, I'm just gonna say this: if you do not give Smack some type of credit, whether you a league owner, whether you a battle rapper, whether you just sit back and you watch the battles and you do not give that man any type of credit, it is a discredit to you as a company, and it's a discredit. Like, you know, like I listen, like right now I'm gonna say this: we not the very first people to do what they would consider vlogging. We're not the first people to have an internet radio station. We're not the first people to talk about battle rap on an internet platform, but we are the first of our kind. The way that we do what we do, you know, with the live streaming and going out and, you know, really being out in the public view, you know, even the stuff that we did today with the kids, man, shout out to Big Red Entertainment. You know, if you have to give homage to things that came before you, you know what I mean? Like, and my question is to you, when you got into battle rap and you said, yo, what was the deciding factor that said, listen, I gotta do this? You know what I mean? Like when I first got the opportunity to become a league owner, I didn't know if I wanted to do it, if I had the time to do it, but there was something on the inside of me that was like, yo, I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? The good, the bad, the ugly that comes along with it, the relationships, the broken relationships, all of that. And I didn't know that getting into it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what was that deciding factor to you that said, yo, this is something that I feel like I just got to do? Or was it just a hobby to you?
In the beginning, my mindset was just to have a platform for local rappers to be heard. Like, that was my mindset. My mindset wasn't trying to be the best battle rap league, even if we was going to keep doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying, after the first event. My mindset wasn't to be the best battle league in the Midwest. Now it's there. But in the beginning, it was just, I just wanted these guys, you know, from Maywood, Bellwood, or anywhere in that area, a chance to be heard. But then it grew, like, over time. Like, I started, like, Keys, like, when Keys was doing his thing on stage, like, it was, I looked at it differently then. When I first saw him, especially the second time, I'm like, man, this is really, like, this I can really do something with this. If I put all my resources, put all my energy, put all my, not all my time, but I can really, like, make something like some of these guys. That was, then it just started growing. Then we got real and went somewhere else. Like, now my mind is, man, I got ideas after ideas after ideas after ideas. But in the beginning, it was just a platform for somebody to be heard. Like, no real 5-year, 3-year vision that I had in the beginning.
You didn't have a business
plan. But it grew though. Nah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
What do you feel like in some of the, like, monumental battles in Danger Zone?
Good question.
The monumental battles?
Monumental. Most memorable, your favorite?
Why she get all teacher on it?
Right, start using other adjectives and shit.
The J Dub versus Kevo. I mean, I watched for J Dub, of course. But that's one of my most viewed. I watch that battle the most. That's probably like number one. That was, especially in the beginning, that was one of the best battles in the beginning. Like the first 3-4 events. That round, what he did to that boy that day, and just the energy in that room, that was top 3 battles performances at that time.
10,000 views in the first running.
Yeah. Like at that time, like what else? The Gave the Keys. That battle. Gotta go on that list. That gotta go on that list.
Let me ask the flip side of that question. What are some of the most disappointing battles that you've seen that y'all thrown? Like you were like, oh damn, I hate I even booked this battle.
Right.
Oh man. How long we got?
I mean, shit. We on the station. We on the station. We on the station. We got as long as you want to talk to us, brother. We got as long as you want to talk to us, bro. Our phone lines, we keep it open.
Guard.
How long we got here? Like, man, that was like an amazing part of. That was like an amazing part of you like stopping doing the recaps. It was like. It was more to it than, you know what I'm saying, than just that, just having bad battles.
He said we had to stop doing recaps.
Like, damn, like,
he said I had to stop.
What are they doing up there?
Man, shout out to my man in Circle City, because he do it so I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a time where it was just like non-stop, like, what is this? What am I watching right now?
What are you doing?
So name some of them. What's some of them?
Give me 5, your top 5. We ain't gonna just go through the whole list. Give me 5.
Like Coach Cannon and Killer B.
What didn't you like about it?
And Killer B, see?
Yeah.
Like nothing.
What
like,
do you think it was too much of a style clash? Because those are 2 really good guys out of the Midwest. Or do you think that they didn't put enough into the battle? I mean, I'm just asking you. Like, what do you think? What made it a bad battle for you? You know, that's what I want to get into.
I like punches. I like build up. I like setups and then you land at the end. I'm liking all that. That's my criteria. Now that battle is one man's trash and another man's shutter. So somebody might love that battle. That's one of the top 5 battles y'all put out. Me, get out of there. It just lack the punches for me. Like I'm trying to be wild by your opinion. That's how I look at battles. And if I'm not wild by your opinion, then to me, like I'm a fan of battle rap too. I'm a battle rap fan. I'm a battle rap league on it. Now, and me as a fan, it was just garbage to me. It was just garbage.
I feel you on that, because sometimes people come to you and they be like, yo, and you be like, yo, that shit didn't do shit for me. At all. Like, that didn't do a goddamn thing for me. You know what I mean? Like, with the K-Shine or Red battle, that battle was not as far apart as people are saying it was. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. The Mook Loaded Lux battle, for one, that was not a rap battle crowd, so the reactions were just way off. Because Lux had a lot of bars that got absolutely no reaction. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there are a lot of things that go into what you like personally. And for me personally, I like bars. Yeah. You know, like the antics is cool, but the antics have to match the bars and have to make sense to what you're doing. Just because you come out and do shit, like, that's why Daylight cannot be in my top 5. Because I believe that he's a great rapper, a great, you know, like, can he write with the best of them when he decide he want to write? Yeah. Daylight's amazing. But he's thrown too many bullshit.
Daylight Brashula Jones.
He's thrown too many battles away just on, the shitting on stage, the KKK shit.
But yeah, some people feel showmanship outweigh bars, and that's where the bullshit.
That's these new age niggas though. That's these niggas that did not.
Fact.
I'm gonna tell you this. That's somebody that has never. That's somebody that has never really grabbed a pen and grabbed a piece of paper and written something down, and then after writing it, scribbling it out and putting something else in there until it made sense. You know what I mean? If you just want to get into this and be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it, and you into niggas fighting, you like the the gun titles, NWX, the first one, and when they fight, and you like that K-Shine just pop off type of, you like Math Hoffa stealing on people, you like Math Hoffa getting stole on. If that's what attracts you to battle rap, anything about battle rap that you have to say means nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, if I miss a bar, explain it to me, and then I'll be like, oh, now I get it. Yeah. Just so this reaching shit, reaching has gotten so far, and I want to ask you about that too. What do you feel about reaching?
That's a reach.
The reach. Like, I listen to people say stuff, and I be like, yo, that didn't rhyme or fucking make sense.
Yeah, Jackson Joe.
So what was the point of even putting that shit together? Like, and then I listen to people that have rhyme pattern schemes, and then you don't even finish the rhyme pattern.
You
feel what I'm saying?
You just change subjects like you got 80 years shit.
How do you go from a syllable rhyme scheme in 3 bars, and then in the 4th bar you going into a whole different word that don't rhyme with nothing else that you said in the first 3 bars? Like, I understand trying to be original, but you gotta like I said, you gotta pay homage to to smack. You gotta pay homage to what hip hop is. Hip hop, and that's what battle rap to me is. The very essence of hip hop is rhyming and making sense.
The last of it. The last of it.
I want to know how you feel about that.
Me, the region, not a fan of it. It's like when you're, especially if you're writing it down. If you're writing your rounds, you write it down. You read it, you know it don't go, and you just say, "I'm gonna do it anyway." If I could just say that one word to make it go, this is perfection. So I'm gonna keep it anyway. We knowing this, I'm not supposed to say it like this. I don't care. I'm gonna say it wrong anyway. I don't understand. Like Heavy did it versus Coach Cannon. He say some out the window like Broman. Nah, it ain't Broman. It's Buddah. You can't just change his name. You just change his name. You can't change the man's name. It's Buddah. He said Broman. Nah, it don't go. So you gotta either fix that or tweak it. If you can't fix it, then you gotta take it out. Even though the first 3 rounds was fire though.
Top 3 factions. Next question.
I'm about to go out the window like Broman.
Let me get to my next question. Best 3 factions, rap factions in the Midwest, and the best rap factions overall. Give me 3 of each.
Good question.
You said rap factions with
cliques, rap groups,
like groups, like
Made
Commission,
Loon Gang, NWO, Dot Mob,
NWO,
SBF.
I don't even know. I don't even know who all in all the groups. I mean, I've seen
Team Harley.
Are you going battle rap period or just like Midwest?
Well, I was thinking 3 in the Midwest and 3 overall. From what you know.
Overall, I'll go Team Honey. I'll go Writer's Block and NWS.
You gotta go with
Midwest.
3 good choices.
So I'm hearing a lot of noise in the background from somebody.
Who got the kids in the background?
Baby porn.
I mean,
baby porn. Rub the baby down with oil.
Midwest. Oh man, that's tough.
We asked some questions right here on the show, man.
The SBF is no more, correct?
Well, no, SBF is still they still together.
Where did that come from?
The SBF is still.
Whoa! I thought SBF was still a family.
Yeah, SBF still rolling.
I don't know.
I didn't.
Like the
Gage.
original member.
Buddah came on the show dropping bombs. Hold on, wait.
No. Hold on. That ain't no bomb. Hold on. We right here. Y'all know what we talk about on the show. We talk about bars, battles, facts, and respect.
Yeah, we fact checking.
So we fact checking right now.
SBF
is still together.
SBF is Gage, Heavy, Sammy, Luke, Young Dave.
No,
Q-Pop.
Tupac, Young Dave, Gage, Heavy, and Sammy. Yeah, they still a group. Last time I heard.
Yeah, they still together, man. They still together. SBF is still together. That's official.
They're still together.
Okay, well, they gotta have a spot. That's one spot.
Room Gang.
Room Gang is who?
Cut Eastwood. King Ace, Rio, Cut Eastwood.
Go ahead, Rush.
King Ace, Cut Eastwood, Rio, Coach Cannon.
King Ace is the one that better Kevo.
Yeah. Rob Metaphor. I'm forgetting some people.
Fire. Fire though.
Jones, the Dream Killer.
Yeah.
Jones, the Dream Killer.
Yeah, Jones. Yeah, he definitely.
Okay.
Rush Danger. I'm not in battle rap though, now. So, but I do produce.
Okay,
I do produce for.
All right. So you got Cut, Dayon, Rod Metaphor. They all in the group, right?
Yeah.
Facts. King Ace,
Rio.
Rio. Yeah. Okay. He cool. Let's put them on hold real quick.
Okay. That's a fair answer. Ain't no wrong answers on the show. You got commission. You got commission out there.
They got to be there. They got to have a spot. They got to have a spot.
They got it. Rob Metaphor, Cut Eastwood. Cut Eastwood is one of the top. He got to be in the top 5 or 10.
I'm talking about Bar Mafia.
He said Bar Mafia. He talking about
Bar Mafia. Shout out Bar Mafia.
That's
they gotta have
it's Panic.
They have to.
I was finna get to that Panic. Let me chime in.
Panic. Relax, first lady. There is no. I just wrote it myself, so I can't say that. Go ahead and promote yourself.
They number 2.
Shout out Bar Mob.
What was that?
They number 2.
What was that?
Number two.
She didn't hear you. Right?
I just said I'm giving her a shot. God damn, she's so.
No, she don't like that number 2. She said, what was that?
Let her. No, there's no wrong answers on the show, Panic. We're not even on the list right now, so I can't. Listen, you got to take that. You on the list. Shut it up.
Right.
You're on the list.
Facts. You got Panic. You got Rock. You know what I'm saying? You got True Foe.
We got True. We got Panic.
You got Merc.
Rock, we got Merc.
The Panic went right in. God damn it. She got the whole list. She just popped it out on her phone.
Let me run this list down for you,
Let
me run this list down for you, nigga, so you don't get it incorrect.
Hey, I'm
got King Leo, mob shit.
King Leo is? Yeah. He was all right.
King Leo. Fact. Yeah. King Leo.
Yeah. The Chicago scene is really thick right now. Chicago scene is really thick right now.
There's a lot of good clicks.
They got to.
A lot of good clicks.
It's the Bar Mafia.
Okay, so you got two. You got 2 in there. What's your third?
Commission.
Yeah,
who's on the commission though right now?
The Body Gang ain't 2. No, they ain't 2. No, I don't know about that.
I'm only familiar with Showstopper and Killer B. Who else in Body Gang?
They got a
damn.
Right, got quiet.
Shout out.
They got a roster.
They got a roster. We just don't know it.
Shout out to Body Gang though.
Shout out Body Gang.
Yeah, definitely shout out Body Gang.
The niggas was just on the show a couple weeks ago, and I had one of the funniest shows.
I mean, you got Gang too, and that's Toots, Champ, Guns, Gunner. You got Drum.
Okay, so I need your top 3. You giving me names. I need I need answers. We on the show. We need We got 20 minutes left on the show. I need answers. Give me your other two.
Hold on.
You got SBF in there.
Still going on, right?
You got SBF in there.
You got Bar Mafia. Who else you got? You got what's left out there?
You got one click to throw in here.
The commission's still alive, right? You know, are they still alive?
To my understanding, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the third spot to Loon Gang.
Shut up. That's a heavy buy. Respect.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of judgment.
That boy Rob fighting. Loon Gang like the 04 Lakers right now. You dig?
We got some
Panic is a lot of judgment coming over there.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Because Panic is on the line, and if you understand what our show is about, I think we want to do this, and we keep talking about it. We want to give a platform to it. What's wrong with female rap in Chicago? Female rap and battle rap in Chicago.
Shit, it just ain't no female.
Now we got to
talk.
Let me talk. Let him talk. I want to hear what he got to say. Come on, what you got to say to that?
I thought that was Panic. My bad. I'm sorry.
Panic.
I don't know. I mean, as far as the female rappers, like I think Katie she cold. Why she not as popular as some of the other female rappers? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's tough. That's tough. That's a tough question.
Yeah, besides Shauna and Katie Vance, who else we got majorly that rap? I'm pretty sure.
As far as rappers, we got Dreezy.
We got Dreezy. Well, Dottie Stacks, but she moving around.
Dreezy, yeah.
I don't really. I don't too much like paying attention to the females. Like,
how as a female do you not? We're gonna have to have a whole show with Panic about the females. Period. How you a female and not paying attention to the female game, sis?
Because let me tell you why.
Okay.
I'm very big on a female writing their own shit. I'm very big on that because I feel like we get females who rap and battle rap get instantly. Oh, you rap and you nice. If you not nice, then they're like, oh, okay, she cool. But if you nice, you automatically get grouped into somebody is writing for you. So somebody tell me like, oh, you ever heard of da 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 da? Oh yeah. What's his name? Be writing for her. I don't fuck with it. Like I'm not. They might have a good song,
That's honorable.
But my thing is, once I found out that you really not, what I'm saying, doing, and everybody, don't get me wrong, songwriting is very different from battling, so you might need people like a team to help you with ideas and stuff, but somebody who writes the whole album for you and hand it to you, like, just say it. I don't feel like that's not your body of work, my nigga, so I'm not really gonna follow you.
That's honorable. That's honorable.
Let me ask a question across the entire panel, everybody that's on the show right now. I'm going to start with my man Nico first, and then we're going to go to Classic, and then we're going to go to Panic, and then we're going to go with our special guest. Do you think that the league owners have to take a responsibility for there not being enough females? Do you think that the females feel... Do you think if we tried to find more females that there would be a bigger scene in Chicago? Do you think that we rely more on male talent than female talent?
Well, that's a double-edged sword because it depends on if the league owner looks for female talent, and then
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, but does female talent present itself too?
But listen, prime example, the Who Won't Smoke tournament.
Yeah,
we just put the tournament out there, and we had responses immediately. We already booked. We got 2 battles booked all the way to the end of the year.
But no females reached out.
No. My question was about, I put out a tournament, but I did not put out a female tournament. You feel what I'm saying? Because when I just throw a tournament out there, now you're starting to look at it. Well, how do these matchups come to play? Is it a male versus a male, or male versus female? How does this play out in the overall spectrum? Are there do league owners not give enough opportunities to females? I guess that's my question.
Well, maybe you should have worded it where females and males welcome, where a female might not automatically assume it's just males.
No, but I'm saying, do you think that the league owners, yes or no, do you think the league owners offer enough opportunities to female talent?
I say 50-50. I see some that don't, some that do.
Okay, let me go to my man Classic.
Me personally, I think the league owners have been putting things out, asking like, yo, are there any females out there? People have been asking because we love female talent. These females, they got something to say too. It's not just men, but certain females, they just want to sit back and watch. Like, and some are decent spitters, they can write music and all that stuff, but they don't want to step in the ring and tell a woman for 3 rounds what she's not going to do or what she's going to do. You know, that's not really every woman's like piece of cake, you know what I'm saying? That's not like everything like their cup of tea. So, but the league owners themselves, yes, they have been putting out things like, yo, if you got any females that battle rap or want to be a part of this, you know, let them know. But you know, some just want to be, you know, vixens and whatever and shit like that and fans. So, you know,
divas.
That's my take on it.
Panic.
I try to find female rappers, battle rappers, and I'm not against it at all. If I feel good enough to rap for 8 to 9 minutes, and then I'm not against it at all. But it's just hard. It's hard to find them, like especially brand new. Like, it's hard to find brand new talent. That's hard. Now booking female battlers that's already established, and do it that way. I don't know. I never did it, so I don't even know how much they will cost, how much this. I don't know. I don't know how tough it is. So, but as far as like grooming, like building a female rapper up from the ground up, I'm not against it, but it's just hard. I don't see what we can do as league owners to, I don't know, to fix that problem.
Panic. Fuck out of here.
Get ready for this answer. Get ready for this answer.
So first of all, I do feel like league owners are doing what they can to provide an outlet for females. Yes, should they do more? I feel like they are doing enough, to be honest with you, because what more can you do? You can't force nobody to rap. You know what I'm saying? You can't force nobody to do something that they're not comfortable doing. Do they provide an outlet? Yes, I feel like they do. But I do feel like people with females in battle rap, I feel like it's somewhat easier for us to get to our high platform than it is for a guy to. So it's not like in a spectrum of it's like a third of the amount of female battle rappers than it is towards the guy battle rappers. So a girl can do 2 battles and be on Queen of the Ring. Whereas a guy got to do like maybe, well, not to say that, you can't even really say that because what's the white dude's name? That's the Christian battle rapper. He did like 3 battles. Yeah, he did like 3 battles and he was on KOTD. So it really is your pen at that point. You know, it really is your pen at some point in time. It's really what's coming out of your pen. For me to get the actual, you know, call from Debo and the call from, you know, Themes and all the rest of them, I was 2 battles in before I got called to come to Queen of the Ring. So it really wasn't that hard for me, but a guy to get a PG even, you averaging maybe anywhere between 6 to 10 battles before you even being thought of or looked at. You know, so I do feel like it is there. It's always there. I mean, of course, if somebody said we're looking for battle rappers, you don't really have to say, oh, we're looking for female battle rappers. As a female, if I want to do something and I, you know what I'm saying, want to try, you know, I'm going to at least reach out. Like, yeah, you know, like when it first came to me about battle rapping, I didn't want to, like my bro True was just like, hey, you should just hop into the show. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll try. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. Stuff just has to just happen. But I do feel like league owners are doing what they can to provide an outlet for females and battle rap. Could there be more? Possibly. You know, there's always room for improvement in anything, but I do feel like they are doing what they can do as a whole to provide that outlet for females in battle rap. Yes. But I also feel like the Midwest as a whole needs to come together and stop bickering and fighting and being crabs in a bucket and work together to start. Because it's so much goofy clown shit going on in the Midwest. These niggas over east, motherfuckers will be, it'll be an event in New York. Niggas in Philly ratting with they niggas. You feel me?
Facts.
Hold on one second. We got a caller. Hold on one second. We got a caller because we only got a few minutes. Ooh, I felt that though. That thing was like the Holy Ghost. Ibaba, shut your mouth. Shut your goddamn mouth. Ibaba, shut your goddamn mouth. Ibaba. Hey. Oh, I felt that. 773-842. Who's this calling in?
Hey, it's T8 the Bull, bro. What's up?
What's up, bully?
What up,
Hey.
What up,
Hey,
Ace?
what's up, Carl? How you doing?
Class was good,
No, I
man.
get my hat first. Thank
Was
you very
good,
much.
brother.
Continue.
What's going on, bro?
Not much. I pretty much missed the whole damn show, bro. I was just calling in and show some love, man. That was all. And to say I agree with what Karma just said, too, bro, because I've been saying that shit for the longest about how the Midwest needs to come together, man, and stop all that shit.
This is okay. Hey, let me get to this. Let me ask, I guess, this question right here. And for me to ask this question, it might come off crazy, but I want it to be respected because it's not coming off crazy. Anybody that know me, my co-host that's here with me right now knows me. Let me make sure that people see my face so niggas know I ain't on no bullshit when I ask this question.
Go ahead, shoot, bro.
And in retrospect, and the only reason I'm asking this because we just got through sort of talking about it. When it comes down to camaraderie in the Midwest, and we ain't gonna even say the Midwest, in Chicago, in your opinion, since you're a person that is not really, from what I see, that verbal online, you know, you don't really do a lot of, you know, extra talking. What is your thought process on the camaraderie in the Midwest, as well as the beefs in the Midwest?
Buddah?
Rush. Repeat the question one more time, bro.
No,
Yeah, Buddah.
Yeah, Buddah. I was talking to Buddah. Yeah, I was talking to Buddah.
Hard question to answer, huh?
I mean, you mean talking about league on battle rap?
Let him think.
Well, no, however, you know, however you feel like responding to that question, because I don't want to get specifics about anything. You know what I mean? Because battle rap is so, and I've learned this in just being a battle rap league owner in a few months, that battle rap is so touchy. And when I say touchy, I mean what is said, how it's interpreted as being said, and also how it is interpreted as what has been heard. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, this is not a loaded question. So I want to get that out there in the forefront. That's why you see me actually on the live stream right now. This is not a loaded question. Like, you know, and I find this to be interesting that you and I are having this conversation. And if I have to extend the show, I will. I personally have, you know, been at moments in battle rap where I was like, this is not what I signed up for.
Yep.
And there have also been times in battle rap where I've had to make business decisions and take sides and do certain things that other people may or may not have understood. And by the time most people respond to it, they don't even know the real truth or aspect about what's going on. So my question to you is this. What is the issue with, on a general basis, and I put it in a general basis, what is the issue with people in Chicago coming together collectively and making battle rap something great within our city and our state and within our region? What are we doing right now that we need to stop doing, and what do we need to stop doing that we need to start doing? Does that make sense?
That makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like we don't have no issues with nobody, you know, as a league. To my knowledge, from the staff point of view, like a problem as in, like, man, beat it. Like, we ain't trying to hear nothing you talking about, or you ain't trying to hear nothing you talking about, or you guys back here, whoever. Like, from my eyes, we don't got no problem with nobody as far as like coming together and doing something. You know, But you know, I don't know how other people feel about these people, or feel about us, or feel about whoever. Like, I don't know about that. That's the problem. I don't know. But like, are we preventing some big happen, like for Chicago battle rap and Midwest battle rap, that we can, you know what I'm saying, Chicago as a whole could come together and do something huge? Are we in the way of that? I don't think so. I'm gonna say no. Can something happen that everybody get on the same page and let's do this together somehow? Can something happen? I don't know. I don't know that either. If you want my opinion, I doubt it. I just feel that it's like.
Well, Buddah, let me.
What's up?
Well, let me chime in. You said you don't think we in the way of it, and I kind of feel that Chicago kind of is in its own way. For us to be the third largest market or the third largest city in the country, and for us not to be making more noise in this culture than we are, you know, because it's only a few going to New York making noise for us. But the platform we got, it should be people coming here for us. You know, it should be not us wanting to go to New York. It should be people wanting to come here for us to be the third largest market in the world. It should be bigger than what it is, but it's a lot of you know, bickering and egos and stuff like that, in my opinion. You know, I kind of feel we are in the way of ourselves. So
okay,
I just wanted to chime in.
That's good. Yeah. I see you coming from. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what can happen. Like, I don't know what gotta happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe what's happening. Maybe what's happening right now is what needs to happen. You know what I mean? Like,
discussion of it.
You know, I think it's a great thing that, you know, you did this show, because, you know, you are a person, like I said, that is somewhat behind the scenes. People really don't know what you think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times I find myself in situations where people think that they know what I think. You know what I mean? Maybe due to company decisions, or maybe due to me speaking or not speaking on a situation. So, you know, I think that this particular interview is key, because if nothing else, and the whole point of this show is for people. It's centered around battle rap. It's meant to push battle rap, but it's more for people to know more about the people that are on the show. It's not a monkey, and, you know, it's not a circus. You know what I mean? It's not the Jerry Springer show. You know, we want a real live perspective where people talk to people and hear from people in a different area, in a different vein that they never heard from them before. So we appreciate you coming on our show, bro. Real facts.
All right. Good.
Panic, where you at? You awfully quiet, little mama.
90 seconds. Look, I'm over here
cooking,
cutting hair, getting people a bath, and I'm listening.
Oh, okay. She multitasking.
I'm doing the most. I want Mickey Mouse out the damn interviews.
I want some food.
I'm over here cooking, so I make.
Oh Lord, we gonna make that trip. We going down there.
Yeah.
I want some pig feet.
Hey, we doing the show down there. We ain't gonna tell you when it's happening, Panic. You just got to come to where we tell you to come to.
What she say? I couldn't hear.
I think I know what she's talking about too.
No, you don't. You don't know. You have no idea.
Because we just spoke about this.
You don't have a clue.
Panic don't even have a clue
at all.
And matter of fact, that's 2 events, because we definitely got to go down there, and then we got to do that thing. We might as well drop the bomb. We going to Vegas.
When, in December?
We going to Vegas.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna do. We're going to Vegas, so I need my whole cast to get y'all a little cash together, because we're going to Vegas for New Year's Eve. We doing a show. We doing a show live from Vegas, New Year's Eve.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
Get it in.
If I go by myself, without y'all, I'm going by myself.
That won't be happening.
We need to get our travel reservations. Don't pay no attention to that time. Now, you know, we need to get our travel reservations together. But that ain't got nothing to do with when we go mess with Panic. We're gonna go down there and Panic is out to show up.
Right.
And we don't care what time you get off work that day, bring the baby that day and all that. We're doing all that live.
Caesar's Palace, baby.
You want to go to Caesar's? I was thinking,
Lord. Caesar's, go to the villa.
No, man, we gotta go right. We gotta go like right off of the strip, like on the outside.
Yeah.
Like where we can get in and out of. I'm telling you, bro, we got to be able to get in and out the city.
Yeah, I want to be able to walk. Because there won't be no driving going on.
You know,
I don't care where we go, long as
I just came from Vegas.
Gun range.
The gun range.
I just want to go
Look
back
at
to
you.
the gun range. That's
The gun range. You trying to shoot some shit up there?
Right, man. We going to drink and like leave Chicago where Chicago.
I know what I'm doing.
I want to go drill something.
I'm gonna make sure my card. All I'm gonna say is this: I'm gonna make sure my card is in place when I touch down. All I'm gonna have to do is go to the store.
No, they got a dope ass gun range, like for real.
They got a dope ass dope range. Y'all miss what I said in the name of Jesus. They got a dope ass dope range out there. All you got to do is go in there and say, "Give me that." Give me that one right there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I just told y'all missed my whole bar. I said I'm gonna go up there and make sure I got my whole card before I walk into the building.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
The one with the head standing up.
Man, that's a battle rap, but I'm gonna make sure I got my whole card before I walk into the building. Yeah, check out what I said. I'm talking about doing some other things in Vegas, man. Real talk. Man. Matter of fact, what if we decided to throw a card out there?
MGM Grand.
Yeah.
Like real facts. Y'all think we could do that?
You got to check a lot of people's temperature on that.
I ain't checking no temperatures, man. We got good temperature around here, and they don't want our temperature to rise.
112 degrees in Vegas right now. 112.
Yeah.
Man, we're gonna do the show inside of when I did my show with Big Cannon and Steve Staples, I did that in my hotel room. What are you talking about? Tommy Sotomayor, which is one of the most hated black men in America. He got his whole career. He built his whole career traveling. What is y'all talking about? We're gonna go to Vegas. We're gonna do the show in the room. You know what I mean? But we're gonna hit the strip and do what we're gonna do on that weekend. And if we can get a couple of battles in that room on some crazy, never been done before type stuff, why can't we do it?
That's true. Yeah.
Why can't we do it behind the bars?
Behind the bars.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, listen, man.
No, literally behind the bars.
Literally.
Hey, we got to get to this. We got to get to this GW prediction. We didn't even touch the GW prediction.
Let's go to it real quick before we end the show because we
actually gotta pull that card up. I don't got that handy.
We actually went past our time. That's what we do on our station. We run this. And,
I got it up.
We hit our past 2 hours. We're gonna be good. Hey, y'all want to meet up with me tonight? Y'all come check me out tonight. I'll be up at the Wild Hair. I'm trying to get Nico to go out here with me for a few minutes. Have a drink with me. You know what I mean? Just for a few minutes. Just 5 or 10. You know, have one. But let's get to this card. What we got on there? Read the card down.
Okay, the first battle on
this segment is called Notes with Nico.
Windy City Mayhem 3. October 22nd. This is the small side at the factory. Boy, there's gonna be a long ass walk down Doty Road for some of y'all.
Read it from the bottom up, because that top one I really want to talk about.
The top. Oh, read from the bottom up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got Mental DI versus Dex.
Mental DI.
Mental DI. I got mental.
Yeah, I got mental too.
Yeah, buddy.
Panic.
Mental.
I'm sorry, mental.
Butter.
Mickey Mouse, I heard this shit.
Mickey, yeah.
Mental. That's all.
All right, come on.
Okay, all right, we got
Hold on, did everybody get their predictions in?
Because I ain't hear Reese. Reese said it is?
No, Reese gone.
Reese gone?
Yeah, Reese.
Okay, so it's just Butter and Classic on the phone?
Yeah, Butter, Classic, Panic.
Okay, yeah, we got D Eagle versus Meech Lord.
Meech. I'm gonna go with Meech.
I gotta go. I don't know where I'm going with that one.
That's a toss up for me.
Yeah, that's a toss up for me.
I got to vote for you, Meech.
That's a toss up for me.
I got Meech with the I got Meech with the slight edge because Eagle gonna come with it. Trust me.
It's gonna depend what they do that night against each other. That's true. To me. That's what it's gonna fall down to.
That's a foul clash because Meech is a he schemes a lot. He schemes. The Eagle back to back punch. So that's a foul clash.
Punches, though?
It's gonna be what they put for each other,
right?
You know what I mean? Are the punches gonna make sense for You feel what I'm saying? Like that's why I say that's why
these two.
Go ahead. For me, go ahead.
Yeah, classic go.
Yeah.
My fault. Yeah. Their rounds like this is deep between these two. This is something else so we're gonna see Eagle in a different mentality. Both of them in a different mentality.
This battle has been, I think, rescheduled twice or something. So this is interesting. If it goes down,
this needs to happen.
Yeah, it does.
It's now or never for this battle.
Next battle.
Facts.
Pyrex versus Boat Shoe.
Pyrex.
Yeah, I'm going with Rex.
Pyrex. The fuck is a boat shoe?
Rex.
Pyrex is
a boat shoe was decent.
No, Pyrex not about to fuck
it just throws you the fuck out.
What you say the boat shoe was what?
Get him, Rex. Get him, Rex.
You say the boat shoe what?
I don't know. Boat shoe is decent. He's okay, or whatever. I just got Rex.
Yeah,
Get that nigga Rex.
Yeah, Pyrex is on the
Pyrex after that KOTD shit. I don't want to fuck. You don't want to step in front of Pyrex right now.
Yeah,
like not now. Now it's not a good. Now it's not a good time.
You know, like, and you know what I look. You know what I look at that as. I look at that as. Listen, what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, and a lot of niggas gonna say, you reaching. To me, that was Michael Jordan getting cut his first time playing basketball. To me, that was the very first time you watched Mike Tyson fall. You feel what I'm saying? The difference is Pyrex is a fucking monster. And that fuck up that he did with KOTD is about to, in my opinion, is about to take him to a whole nother level. Like, he's about to be a head biter. He's not somebody that you want to walk into. The only thing that can stop Pyrex right now is Pyrex. That's my thought process. I'm going to move on to the next person.
Okay. We got Fofo Cannon versus Coach Coleon.
Coach.
Oh my lord! Oh my God. That's a dog fight.
Yeah,
guard.
I got to go with Coach.
Guard.
Go Coach. I'm kind of.
That is toe to toe. That is Frazier and freaking out, man. Look.
You know what, y'all? I'm gonna be honest. This is gonna probably be the first time in a long time that I can honestly say I can't call it.
Oh,
seriously, man.
Okay.
I don't know.
We not in the wrong feeling right now because she can't call it either.
Right.
She got one she can't call.
Yeah.
This battle crazy, man.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards Fofo Cannon.
I can't.
Coach, it can go either way though. But just the last showing of Fofo Cannon, like.
But what is his last showing?
Fofo
still got to go against Coach.
Yeah, he still got to go against.
You feel what I'm saying? Having a good performance against somebody else still has nothing to do against somebody else that's got momentum too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like this. I feel like punch wise, Fofo Cannon gonna outbar Coach. But Coach so different to the point where sometimes them punches don't even matter because the way he comes back. It don't even matter.
You don't see it coming.
And not only that, you got to look at the physical presence that Coach has. Coach is a big motherfucker.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Like, and if Coach is barking on him,
think like in his or her bathroom, like, come on, man.
Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying though.
He punch different.
If Coach is barking on him, and that physical presence comes into play, like a shotgun should. You feel what I'm saying? Without having a pocket check, but that physical presence comes into play on stage.
Right.
That's gonna be a long night for Fofo. I'm telling you.
If Coach come with the same stuff he came with when he battled Trufo.
Facts.
Like, Coach was in his zone, bro. Like, I ain't never seen Coach like that. It was just nasty. And I'm like, there was no slow down. There was no, let me slow down on him. I didn't get, no, it was straightforward all the way through. So if both brothers do bring that, it's gonna be a classic.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to call.
We got everybody vote on this one.
Can't call it.
Can't call it. We got can't call it.
Can't call it.
Can't call it.
Okay.
That's an even battle. We got 2 can't call it and 1 each way.
Right. We're gonna move forward. It was so it was an update. It's gonna be Michael Ice versus KD now instead of True Foe. So it's gonna be Michael Ice versus KD.
Michael Ice. Michael Ice.
Yeah, I'm going with Michael Ice.
KD, my nigga, but
Michael Ice.
I just watched Michael Ice with Gage, and I still say this: that happened after that incident that night. You know, that was the main event. I wonder what that would have been. You know, prior to that. You know what I mean? So I you know, and I'm not saying that I give the battle to Michael Ice. I'm not giving a call in that one because I never give a call on any battles that happen on the GW stage after it happened, or on the Midwest Militia stage. I'm gonna keep that very clear. But I think Michael Ice in that one. Who you got?
I'm going with Michael Ice.
Who you got? Panic. Panic.
Michael Ice.
Classic.
I got KD.
Okay.
Michael Ice will do his thing though, but I got KD.
Okay. The next one. Showstopper versus Rob Metaphor.
This might be the matchup of the night, bro.
Oh my gosh, Showstopper and Rob.
Oh, that might be the matchup
I got
of the night.
True, buddy.
Oh my god.
True, buddy.
Yeah, this is the
I
one
got Rob.
I can't call that.
Cannot sleep on Rob.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm Lone Gang.
I'm not sleep on Rob at all.
I'm Lone Gang on this.
Yeah, I got Showstopper.
I'm Lone Gang.
Shout out Rob Metaphor.
And if I had to take
I'm not sleep on Rob at all. He's very nice.
If I have to,
I'm gonna go with Showstopper on this.
But see, I seen Rob Metaphor in the dojo.
Oh, the other.
And and I'm like,
that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Chopping up his back like an Asian masseuse.
Like, shorty, you ready?
Man, listen. Man, listen. I got to take my Lone Gang hat off on this one. Like, real talk. As a battle rap fan, to me, this is going to be the debatable of the night.
Yeah.
Like, this will be the battle that everybody goes back and watches and says, I don't know. Unless they affiliations to, make them say certain shit. Niggas that know certain niggas and fuck with certain niggas might say, hey, the Showstopper won or Rob won. But my personal opinion is this is going to be the battle throughout the night that gets the most crowd reactions. I think it's going to be the battle of the night that people talk about at the end of the night, and I think it's going to be one of the battles that gets one of the most views if it's pushed right. I'm gonna move on to the next person. Go ahead.
Okay.
Everybody gave their opinion.
Rob. Yep.
Shit.
Okay. We got.
Hold on. Did we get everybody's opinion on that one?
I'm gonna go with Rob Metaphor, man.
Okay.
Rob a monster, man.
So that's everybody, Rob. Yeah. Okay. Samuel Hunters and King Crash. Damn.
Woo! So much to talk about. Much to talk about.
That's another one I can't choose right now. I gotta watch that one.
So much to talk about.
Listen.
Crash though.
I want to hear what everybody say about this one.
You know what?
I feel like Crash has a whole lot of old punches, and Stevie is gonna have better material.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Sammy on this.
I kind of see where you're coming from that, but I mean, Crash he updates too sometimes. Like when he battled Q-Park, he went.
I didn't like Crash last battle.
I think it was a good performance.
A lot of them punches was kind of old.
Gage swag that night was just unbelievable, and that bar he did about the leg and dog walkie.
Yeah, but
see, Crash.
That one bar
Crash.
the whole
Crash is like one of the voices of Chicago.
I'm biased.
Crash be talking that shit. Crash be talking that shit.
Bring that back.
Damn, Panic. Damn.
That's going to be a good matchup. I think that matchup is going to go to who wants it more. And the reason I say that, oh my God, I got to take my Loon hat off again. In the matchup when it was, I got to, man, because the radio show was something different. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't carry that over here. In the matchup against Sammy versus Cut, I'm Lone Gang, and Cut has went on record and said that I thought Sammy won that battle due to circumstances. Now, if you don't know the facts behind that, I ain't gonna tell you what the facts are. If Sammy decides to come off and be that disrespectful nigga on stage and just like, I want to just body this nigga, it's gonna be a problem for Crash. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but you can't underestimate Crash. Crash has done a lot of work, and let's be realistic. If we're gonna talk about, hold on, let me say this: if we're gonna talk about battle rap being real, we battle rap is some shit that niggas dismantle everything about your life. My man got a, you know, he has a disability, and his name in Chicago is one of the top 10, 15 rappers in Chicago. Facts enough. He's had class. He just got off the stage with Gage. You don't get Gage just off of just getting a battle. No. You feel what I'm saying? It has to be some type of track record that goes with that. So with that to be said, and people have not, like, you know, clearly just dismantled this man, and he's still in the game, this matchup is another, for me, a toss-up. It depends on how they coming that night. If Sammy coming the way he came for Cut, I'm giving it to Sammy. If Sammy just barring him, and then we got to go bar for bar, it could be a dog fight.
So it's a toss up, huh?
I talk that shit on the show, bro. I don't give a fuck how niggas feel about me.
All day.
Next one.
Next one, we got Cut Eastwood versus Bad News.
Now this one, where I'm putting my loon hat back on, Cut Eastwood all day.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Cut.
I'm rolling with Cut on this one.
No. Bad News. Man, you know what? Check this out. I ain't gonna beat. Look. Man, Bad News ain't nothing to play with, but guess what, man?
Neither is Cut.
I think Bad News will come with a lot of punches, a lot of off the wall stuff that people not gonna catch until after he done saying it. But Cut, once he in the zone, it's like all them punches and all that sweet stuff. Like once again, it don't matter, because when Cut get to talking, and we're in Chicago with it. We're not biased. We let people rap. We don't boo them and all that.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
We let people rap.
I was gonna say Cut because we're in Chicago.
Cut is when he get angry, when he get mad, you can't stop it. It's like you gotta sit there and listen to it until he's done. With that being said, and once again, Cut is how you say it. It's not really so much what Cut says, it's how Cut is saying it. And like he's self-made. He made his own name. He made his own path. You know, bust a move. That's his signature.
Yeah.
He got his own ish. He don't sound like nobody else. So to me personally, I got Cut winning this one. I'm sorry. Bad News will come with it.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something else too. Okay, I'm gonna reference back to the Sammy battle. Everybody knows that Cut had just gotten out of jail too, like the day before,
just got out,
or the that day of. Okay, so now check this out. Now watch him against KD. Now, in that battle, Cut wasn't angry. Cut had a good time on stage. Even if you listen, one thing Cut did in that battle to me that diffused some of the bars that KD was doing was the simple snapping of the fingers. I was like, damn, that's some, you know, that's what you do in a poet, you know, in a poetry lounge. Right. Snap your fingers, you know. I said, damn, he's diffusing this shit. Like, yeah, that was cute. And that's how I viewed it. Not saying that KD's bars didn't hit the same way, but when you look at that on stage and the average person that listens and the person that comments on shit, that right now, if everybody was talking online and somebody wasn't saying some shit I ain't like, I could just be in the background to snap my fingers. Nobody else would see that shit, but everybody online would be looking like, this nigga clown. You feel what I'm saying? He like man, fuck that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
The presence.
And Cut then went into his bag, and Cut didn't get angry. He entertained against KD. So the question is, where is Cut going to be now? Now, this is what I'm going to bring up because this is behind the bars. And I probably can be one of the only people that can mention this. Cut has had a lot of personal things that have happened in the past couple months. How will that play into going into this battle? I don't think it's going to have an effect. I think Cut is looking at his last couple performances. I think Cut is looking at certain decisions that he's made in the past couple months, business-wise, where he got to show his ass. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
He got to show his ass. You know what I mean? This is his first battle as a G-Dub performer on a G-Dub stage. You got to show your ass.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who you going against. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, he could get K-Shine. He can get a major name. Cut either got to come for it or he got to lose in the city of Chicago. I don't care what it looks like to the rest of the world. In Chicago, Cut cannot lose this battle.
At all.
That's how I feel he's walking into this battle. And if he's walking into this battle with that mentality, he's walking into this battle not Rocky and Rocky 1. He's walking into this battle Rocky 2. He's walking into this battle like, I've lost other battles. I've been through certain things. Now I'm ready.
Yeah.
Like when we throw that name King of Chicago around, I know personally he wants that name.
Yeah.
So,
true.
Bad news.
And I'm glad you mentioned those two battles, Rush, because Sammy and KD, that's not on the same wavelength. Also, he took it one step further with KD. So he's Cut elevates every single time. That's why I said what I said. And with him being angry, that's not a bad thing. You have to have aggression is part of this game. Mm-hmm. You can shake hands with your opponent, but at the same time, right, looking across from you, I don't like you. So I'm going to get disrespectful. I'm going to get angry. I'm going to ball my fist up. Because that aggression is everything.
Yeah, but hold on, but then there are certain fighters. Hold on, but check this out. There are certain fighters that walk into the ring. I'm gonna give you a prime example: McGregor versus Mayweather. Mm-hmm. You have somebody on McGregor's level that's walking in aggressive, that wants to fight. You have Mayweather that says, "Boy, I'm about to clown you. I'm about to finesse you. I'm about to put on everything that is me." I think that's where Cut is now with his performances and just personal conversations with him. That now it's not, how I'm going into the battle, how the shit is viewed. It's about the overall performance and what people are going to think about him from each performance now. At this particular time. Now, a year from now, that might be a different conversation. Panic, what you think about that?
I feel like Cut is because the battle is in Chicago and because it's here, I feel like Cut is gonna win.
Explain.
But I feel like
explain that. Before you go on, explain that.
I just feel like Cut is gonna win, but Bad News ain't gonna play with him.
It's gonna be a lot of stuff on that camera gonna catch when that footage comes out.
But it's also like, okay, do you think Bad News is gonna take Cut serious?
Good question. Good question.
That's a good question, but in this day and age,
good question.
Do you think he's gonna take Cut serious? Because I mean, Cut isn't really somebody that's like, and I know how Cut feels and all that, but I hear like about what a lot of people say about Chicago battle rappers and stuff like that. He isn't really known, you know what I'm saying, as much as Bad News is. So do you think Bad News is even going to take Cut serious? Is he really going to write for him?
You should. In this day and age.
Are you going to get the Bad News you're used to seeing?
That's the question.
Or are you going to go like somebody that's like, oh, I'm just showing up?
I would think so.
I mean, that's not Cut's fault because I don't want to hear no excuses. Like he was just playing around. It don't matter. If Cut smoked him, we smoked him.
Yeah, but then it's like a lot of people what they don't understand is in battle rap sometimes you beat somebody, but it does nothing for you because that person didn't take you serious. Like Rail and Big T, he beat Big T. That didn't do nothing for him. Everybody ain't talking about it. Everybody like, yo, this nigga Rail, you ever seen Rail? Like, you know what I'm saying? It did really nothing for him. So sometimes when you do take them bigger names and they don't really show up, it don't do shit for you.
But what does that do for the person that did show up? What does that do for the person that did show up? Like if you get a name, like let's look at that Really Real versus Big T. People say Big T really didn't show up, but what did that do for Really Real though? He, in most people's eyes, he won that battle.
Yeah.
So that means he has a victory over a Big T. I don't give a fuck what Big T did or prepared for that. The ending result is he has a victory over him. You can put that on your belt.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing with battle rap these days now, man. I feel people shouldn't take anyone lightly. If you sit there and do your research on a person, like, this is a contact sport. You know, people are really trying to make, you know, their name, for some of them, I guess, because some people just taking money moves. We just gonna put that out there. But for the people that's really hungry and take this serious, I wouldn't play with nobody who's really hungry. And watching footage, you can tell who hungry and who not. So why would you come into a battle lackluster? You can watch somebody footage and tell if they hungry. You know, so if Bad News is smart and has watched film on cut, I wouldn't come in here with my clip half loaded.
But if he loses the cut, does that do anything? Does that mess up his record?
Does that mess up his record?
It doesn't mess up his record, but it makes Cut's record better.
Right, Cut can get he can take another step up because they're like, all right.
And do you want to be the nigga that a nigga took a step up on your name? Yeah. That's the question. So let me ask Buddah that.
Is somebody opening the door?
That's probably Panic.
Panic just
That's baby porn. We already know she out there.
Mickey Mouse.
That's not me. I got it on mute. That is not me.
I got it on mute.
No, that's you. That Mickey Mouse. That's that Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Nope,
Backyardigans
right
and all that.
Buddah, tell me what you thinking, bro. Same topic.
I'm going Bad News.
You going what?
Bad News.
Bad News? Okay, what's the last battle? I think we got one more battle to go over.
The last battle. Talk of the town.
Boom, boom, boom.
Mr. Mills and YK. And I want
YK.
Okay, who is that?
YK.
Okay, I'm gonna go with YK, but I want to say this though. Mr. Mills is not a slouch, and
at all.
He is not a slouch. YK is on a hell of a run. If Mr. Mills if Mr. Mills can find Mr. Mills delivery is impeccable at times, but if YK slips up somewhere, which he has no history of doing this, like that would be the only way Mr. Mills could win this battle, if YK slip up somewhere, which he doesn't do that.
If he chokes,
that doesn't happen. So
he got to choke. He got to choke.
Oh Lord,
he got to choke.
Getting choked.
He got to choke.
He got. I mean, because Mr. Mills is gonna put up a good fight, but YK, like, it's really no words to put to this run he going on, man. Like, he is handling business, and he is coming to not play with nobody. So I can't see him losing. I can't see him losing right now.
Classic.
What's going on?
What you got to say about this, bro?
I said YK. This battle, this is heavyweight fight. Now, I mean, a lot of people say Mr. Mills is very consistent, just like YK. Even though we all agree that YK is more consistent, is the most consistent battle rapper, period. Or around whatever region you want to go around. This is a battle of the heavyweights. This is not going to be. Because both these guys scheme, and Mr. Mills, you know, you sit there with your mouth kind of open, like, okay, he's scheming. It's about to be big, and then he deliver it, and it's like, oh, that was crazy. I can't believe he just said that. And so, this is the battle of the heavyweights. This is no baby battle right here. This is a big dog battle. This is one of the matches that we're gonna be talking about at the end of the night as well. You know, shout out to everybody else on the card as well. Even though I got YK winning, if Mr. Mills come up with some, you know, what he did versus Big Cannon, this is going to be a classic too. You know what I'm saying? And also depends, like YK, you got URL battles, and then you got the other battles from different leagues. I think Young Cannon saves like his big shit for the big stage.
Not saying GW is not a big stage. GW is a big stage. I'm saying, like, it also depends on the opponent, too. I think he going to take one of them rounds he had saved for, like, a URL person or whatever, and he going to use one of them big ones for Mills.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I think he going to come with some crazy shit for Mills, because Mills not going to play either. Mills not going to play. No matter if the man come 10, 15 minutes late, he going to show up.
Yeah. YK is a professional, man. He is a true... He is a good example of a professional battle rapper. Because some of these guys play, some of these guys just do money moves. YK come and puts on the show. You know what I'm saying? He is a true professional. I give him that.
Hey, we got one more. We got one more person out there to tell us their opinion on this one.
I feel like if anything, I feel like this matchup comes down to the factor of if you have to guess what type of person you gonna get, then because with YK, you know he's showing up. With Mills, it's like, is he gonna take it 100% serious? He does have other battles around that time, but you know every time YK shows up and shows out. That's why I say YK. Don't get me wrong, like you said, Nico,
that's true.
Mills is fire.
That's true.
But when it comes to battles like this, it really comes down to if you have to think about it like, well, if you get this type of person and if he comes like how he did, then that person to me already got the lower hand.
Yeah. I feel that.
And I don't want to talk about people's old battles. Like, we're not going to bring up Mills and Meach. We're not going to bring up Mills and other battles. We're not going to do that because it don't matter. Like, even though some people want to, what about this battle? What about this battle? Who cares? That was years ago, or that was 8 years ago, or whatever. We're talking about this battle here. So, Mr. Mills, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Mills, I think Mr. Mills is going to be hungry on this one. He's hungry. Yeah. Like, as soon as they agreed to this, I'm pretty sure the man already started riding for YK already. These are two warriors. These are two warriors here.
But that goes back to my other point. Like, how could you consciously watch film on these people who don't play around and come in there playing? Like that's crazy. Like what you say?
Because niggas just don't care.
Yeah, that's true. Like but like, how do you sit there and watch how he been killing shit and sit here to come and play around like that? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, man. Like, I would hope he's sitting here like, man, this boy might fuck me up that night. I don't need to go in here. I don't need to go in here playing around.
That's facts.
Like, how do you sit there and watch this killing spree? He going here.
I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta go though.
Okay.
Yeah, we getting ready to wrap up the show anyway, man.
Yeah, man. The liquor store calling me.
Hey, listen, man. I want to thank our guest, man. You've been a great guest, man. I hope you come on the show again, man. To Classic, you done your thing again with your late calling ass. I appreciate you. To my man Nico on my side, it is what it is, bro. We about to get drunk. And to the first lady, the program director. Y'all know who she is, Miss Panic.
Miss Panic.
Yo, I want to thank you, baby girl, for putting together a great show today. If y'all out there, please do us a favor, share this show again. And share it again and share it again. This is Behind the Bars with your host, Russ Danger, my co-host. As a matter of fact, man, shout out to my man Johnny St. Cool in his absence. And Reese right now in his absence. But those are our special guests. Shout out to our special guests. Panic, say it before I fuck it up. I've been drinking.
Butter.
Smooth like butter, man. That's what it is. Shout out to the whole motherfucking Danger Zone family. Butter. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Midwest Militia, G-Dub. Meet us here next week. Next week we should be back on at our regular time at 3 p.m. If not, we're going to figure out if this time works out better for us, and we're going to do what's best for the people. Yo, we appreciate you. We got any last words from my man Classic?
Man, I appreciate everybody listening. You know what I'm saying? The radio talk show. This is how we do it. We're the only ones out here doing what we do and how we do it. If you don't like it, you can kick rocks. This is stuff that your grandma can't even afford, man. This is. I don't care if it don't make sense. This is the A show.
You got the B show, and you got the A show. We the A show.
This is
you know
wrong.
what I'm saying? Everybody and their mama listening to this shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? So come back to the same place, same time. We're gonna be here talking that real stuff, real conversation with real people. And that's all it is. That's what it is, man.
Nico, holla at the people real quick, man.
Man, appreciate everybody that listen. You know, all the callers. Shout out King Ace. Man, tune in next week, man.
All our listeners, everybody on Facebook, we shout y'all out too, man.
Everybody on Facebook, everybody that shared the post, everybody that viewed it. You know, we gonna keep pushing and bring y'all the best content possible.
First Lady, go ahead and round us out.
You know, it's your girl Panic. You know, these niggas and these bitches can't stand the First Lady, you know, Behind the Bars Radio. First and foremost, thanks Buddah, a real nigga, for flying through. We appreciate you coming through. Turf Wars 5, y'all. If y'all in the Chicagoland area around that time, please be there. September 30th and October 1st is going to fuck down. Shout out Danger Zone Battle League. Shout out Danger Zone Battle League. Shout out Danger Zone fucking Battle League. Let's get it.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all be there also October the 22nd. G-Dub card, and make sure y'all there for November the 11th. That's gonna be the Midwest Militia card.
Right.
Man, I can't wait till I tell y'all what's gonna be on this card, man. This card, we gonna end the year.
Better not bring your kids.
Better not bring your kids.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, boy, we out here crazy, boy. Hey, real talk though, you don't want to be. He out here talking about better not bring your kids. You better not bring your kids.
Somebody brought their kids.
Hey, if you like battle rap and baby porn, tune in to Behind the Bars with your man Rush my man Nico, Johnny St. Cool, my man Reese, Classic, and the oh so lovely, the oh so beautiful, the oh so beautiful Mrs. Panic. Make sure you next week we're gonna be on location with Panic while she's out there doing her thing, man. I hope she drops the bomb on the people, man. I really hope she just does.
Do it again.
Bomb on me.
Bring them.
Drop the bomb. New York ain't here. Drop the damn bomb again.
Baby girl. Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw a mazel tov at that ass. How about this?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right through the window.
Woo!
Right through the window.
Sound like Stone Cold Steve Austin came through.
Yeah, we ain't playing with you, man. Right here on Behind the Bars, man. Meet us here next week, man. Shout out to Big Red Entertainment. Hey, and man, shout out y'all. If y'all missed it earlier on the show that we did on the live stream earlier, we had an interview with a African American male that is running for governor, and if he wins, he will become the very first governor of Illinois, and black governor. And we will be doing some campaign stuff behind the bars with him, with his campaign. So, man, shout outs to our whole crew. Man, shout outs to Rush Radio Network. We about to be up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that tuned in today. You know what time it is. Rush Radio. Let's go.
No, is this thing on? Where's my lesson? Where's my lesson? Radio Network.